your teams. The heart of Atlanta. Valley Sports South and Valley Sports Southeast. The heart of the fan.
From beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, it is time for Braves baseball. It's presented by Truist. All roads lead to Truist Park, where tonight the Braves try to complete a 4-game series sweep over the St. Louis Cardinals. Dansby Swanson and the Braves, red hot since June the 1st. They're 26-7. They're 5-1 in July, and they haven't swept the Cardinals in a 4-game set since our Turner Field days. And Spencer Strider's bringing the heat for the Braves in the series wrap-up. Hi again, everybody. Brian Jordan, Paul Bird, Chip Carey. Great to have you back with us for Braves baseball. A 3-0 win for Atlanta behind Max Fried last night. Brian Jordan, the bats for the Braves are booming. Austin Riley's getting hot. He's the only 20-20 man in the game. 20 homers, 20 doubles. Can he add to it tonight?
You know what? He's been phenomenal lately. We've been talking so much about Dansby Swanson, but Austin Riley is starting to put the team on his shoulders. He's been working on getting his hands in the right position. Well, I can tell you, over the last week, he has found the right position. He is hitting a long ball, leading the team in RBIs with 51. This is the guy that I've been waiting for, and we're starting to see everything come together for Austin Riley, Chip.
He is getting hot. If you like heat, Paul Bird, nobody better than Spencer Strider, who was magnificent last time out against the Reds.
Well, how about Max Fried? And he's an ace. Do you think it's getting any easier? No, absolutely not. Spencer Strider is another ace on this team. It's not just the 100 miles an hour. You see the slider right there going straight down. He's also got a changeup. He pitches. He doesn't just throw, again, 100. He spots it up, and he sits there the whole game. So I've been really impressed by him. He's on the Rookie of the Year watch. And my gosh, this video is so long because he's so good, we can't cut it short without showing all the greatness. You see it right there. 1 walk, 11 strikeouts, tying a career high. Here's the thing. He's never faced any of these guys, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Matthew Liberatore's on the mound for the Cardinals. He's a young southpaw. The Braves have feasted on left-handed pitching all year. They'd love to do it again tonight as they try to sweep away the Redbirds at the start of a very important July homestand. Braves and Cardinals, packed house in Atlanta. Lineup's first pitch and a whole lot of fun coming your way next here on Valley Sports. It is another hot, muggy night in Atlanta, Georgia, as the Braves and Cardinals meet for the 4th and final time in this series. The Cardinals really struggling offensively. They've been shut out 8 times this year, including last night. There is their Toyota starting lineup. Brendan Donovan gets the leadoff assignment at third base. Nolan Arenado is the designated hitter for the Cardinals tonight, as Spencer Strider goes to work looking for his 5th victory of the season. And his night underway, 99 on the black.
You like that? 99? Good location. See a few more of those. It'll be a long night for the Cardinals.
83 degrees officially at first pitch. It is a very thick, humid night tonight. We'll see how the baseball travels for the Braves and Cardinals, as Brendan Donovan, a .293 hitter, takes a strike. Donovan leads all National League rookies in hits.
Guys, I got a serious stat for you. 1 through 4 hitters versus Strider this year, only hitting 132. Wow.
Gets out the good guys. I got another one for you. You ready? We always talk about this fastball, and you see good reason, good location. You look at the numbers, but opponent's only hitting 102 off the slider with no extra base hits.
Struck him out inside corner, 99. Wow. Good start for Strider, who now has struck out 91 men in 60 innings.
Fastball at the knees. Again, I said pre-show, none of the Cardinals have faced Strider. So when you walk up to that first plate and you haven't first at bat and you haven't seen the slider yet, and then you got to see 100 miles an hour, it may take a minute.
So they're the Ford Keys, BJ, for the Braves young righty.
How about that? The espresso, it's coming, believe me, but he is not afraid of anybody. He's not intimidated. You're going to see that fastball. And how about the offense? Stroking southpaws all year long. This right-handed dominant club has been beaten up on left-hand pitches. So I expect a big game from those guys.
1 ball, no strikes for Juan Yepez. Base is empty for him, the former Braves farmhand. Great story on Yepez and Ronald Acuna Jr., who were signed on the same day and both now in the major leagues. Back as teenagers. As Strider back to work, and there's the slider. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And I know we've been talking about it. Yepez is a guy we traded away. So you know this series, he's had a pretty good series. He has a chip on his shoulder. And I love what Brian Snickers said about him. Man, he's a pretty good player. We would love to have you back.
Oh, you might recall the Braves traded Yepez for Matt Adams.
That's right. Big country.
When Freddie Freeman was hurt. And Strider elevates. 98 at the collarbone. 2 up and 2 down.
Well, you saw 99 at the knees. How about letter high? You got to be ready, and has the optical illusion of rising, kind of like a Nolan Ryan heater.
Look, I would have no chances of hitting that, guys. I'm just going to be honest. Up in the zone.
Well, this will be a fun matchup. Paul Goldschmidt, the league's leading hitter, at .343. And 2 off-speed pitches, and Goldschmidt behind quickly 0-2.
There's that good slider we talked about, very sharp, very late. It's hard to pitch up here with just primarily 2 pitches, but Strider is doing it.
Popped up right side. Olsen drifts out into shallow right. Arcia joins. Acuna's there. Nobody picks up the baseball. Goldschmidt on his way to second. The throw off target. 3 Braves were in the vicinity. The ball drops in between them, and the inning continues with Goldschmidt at second base.
Wow, how does that happen? Your outfielder has to take control of that. Ronald Acuna, his speed. You got to take control as an outfielder. Matt Olsen running back like that. You can't trust him catching that ball. As an outfielder, you got to go get it. And I know Ronald is saying, gosh, I wish I'd have taken that ball.
So they'll add a few more pitches for Strider here in the first inning with Nolan Arenado. As I said, this Cardinal offense has been very cold of late. Not this man. He is their hottest hitter. 12 hits on the road trip, including 3 homers. And what's plagued the Cardinals is excellent Atlanta pitching with runners at second or third base. The Cardinals 2 for 21 with runners in scoring position in the first 3 games of this series. Added time, but fouled it back. A ball and a strike.
Two of the best hitters on the Cardinals, obviously Goldschmidt and Arenado. It's not that the other players aren't good, but I'm just not going to let these guys beat me. So with first base open, even though it's the first, I know got to be really stingy here and be tough on your pitches.
Shift on for Arenado, and he took a center cut fastball.
But I was about to say, Paul, with the stat I just threw at you, 1 through 4, only hitting 132. Come on, you got to go at him.
I don't mean pitch around him or walk him. I just mean, hey, this guy's not going to beat me. Man on second base in scoring position. It's early. I'm in 0-2 mode.
The count 1-2 for Arenado. And taken low. The non-catch on the Goldschmidt pop-up has cost Strider 4 extra pitches here in the first, with Nolan Gorman waiting on deck. First of 3 straight left-handed batters on the St. Louis lineup card. He is pitching him carefully.
He is. Good point, Paul. Now I can pat you on the back right there.
Well, we like the fastball up. We like the slider. They're very efficient, but this is where you can throw a 3-2 slider.
Strider versus Arenado with a full count. And that skips up there. The inning continues. On a hot night, pitch counts will be important. And now Nolan Gorman with 2 on and 2 out as the hitter. He's 2 for 6 in the series.
Paul, that was the first non-competitive pitch we saw. I think if he throws that up a little bit more, you might have him swinging.
Well, and you saw Arenado with a check swing right there, almost went on a ball that bounced, so he was ready to get that RBI.
Swing and a miss by Nolan Gorman. Powerful young man with 7 home runs. First and second, top of the first inning, pitch number 20 for Spencer Strider.
I just happened to see Gorman against Milwaukee. He had 2 home runs in one game, and each one over 425.
Yeah, he's not hitting wall scrapers. No wind to speak of in Atlanta tonight as the pitch is on the way and lifted to the left. He's got him set up again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I would come with that high fastball right now.
Runners lead with 2 outs, and the 1-2 pitch struck him out, and the inning is over. A little extra heavy lifting for Spencer Strider, who just struck out the side. The Cardinals strand a pair. Here come the Braves in the home first. In the top of the first inning, here come the Braves, who've won their last 3 games and seek win number 50 on the season tonight. Ronald Acuna Jr. is, of course, atop the Toyota starting lineup. Swanson, Olson, Riley, the top 4. Orlando Arcia back in the lineup. So is Adam Duvall. Good to see him back after he got hit by a pitch in Cincinnati. As we mentioned, a left-hander on the mound for the opponent for Brian Snitker, and Atlanta has feasted on southpaw pitching. Perhaps Matthew Liberatore will be the next victim tonight.
You're right on. Braves are 20-8 against left-handed starters this season, the best record in the National League.
First pitch swing and hit a mile high into shallow center. Who wants to catch this? Lars Nootbaar is there and makes the play. 1 pitch and 1 man out. Acuna just missed. Here's Dansby Swanson. Liberatore coming off a real rough outing. He gave up 5 runs, 7 hits in 2 2/3 innings. That was a game where the Cardinals hit 4 consecutive home runs to start the game against the Phillies. He couldn't hold the lead and took a no decision after throwing 66 pitches in fewer than 3 innings. So make him work a bit if you can. That's off the plate.
As a hitter, and I know Kevin Seitz has probably told the hitters this, if he doesn't establish the inside, then he's going to be in trouble.
Yes.
Be patient, make him throw strikes, and look to drive the ball the other way.
That's a good pitch for him. His curveball, when it's on, it's slow, it's big, it's a little loopy, and that's one of his keys for having a good night. If he struggles with that curve, usually he has a lot of problems.
Well, everybody's had problems with Dansby Swanson. 19 multi-hits since the 23rd of May, and tied for first in hits in all of the major leagues since May 25th. He has been on as long and consistent a tear as I ever remember since coming to the Braves. And we hope it continues tonight.
Yeah.
3 balls and a strike.
Again, I just think he's taken another step forward in his career this year. He's been one of those guys that are streaky, but once he got his timing down this year, he's been unbelievable.
So he's on base for the first time tonight. A 1-out walk in front of Matt Olson. Matt leads the club in RBIs against left-handed pitching. He's got 21 of them this year. 32 doubles for Matt. That is a franchise record prior to the All-Star game.
And Matt looks like he's starting to relax a little bit, driving the ball the other way, not trying to hit home runs, being very selective, which is a great sign.
Outfield very deep for Matt Olson. One defender on the left side of the infield. That's Brendan Donovan. The pitch. Shaves off the corner. Strike 1. Again, no Nolan Arenado defensively tonight. He is the DH. Getting him off his feet a bit. Get a 9-time Gold Glover out of the defensive lineup. That's help. With all due respect, the pitch. In the dirt. And Matt has an even count. Liberatore was originally a Tampa Bay Ray. The Cardinals traded Randy Arozarena to get this guy.
Wow. He looked back now and say, oh. Alcantara's another guy they traded away.
For Marcell Ozuna, who's now with the Braves. The pitch. Hammered down the right field line and out of play, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Dansby likes to steal second, steal third. Started to lean a little bit right there, seeing if you could get a throw over from Liberatore. Wasn't going, but just that can affect you. As you see, it did. And what I mean is, I don't care if you're a righty or lefty, but if you know the guy's on and you have to be quick to home or pay attention to him as a lefty, pay attention to where that head is so you pick up your target at the last minute. That can affect the quality of pitch you deliver to the plate and get a better pitch for Matt Olson.
Liberatore ready. The 1-2 pitch is outside. Well, the running game has been more evident for the Braves of late as well. When you factor in Harris, Acuna, and Swanson, that trio's accounted for 35 stolen bases for the Braves this year. See if that factors in tonight. Is downstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is what we were told about this kid. He's got good stuff, but isn't around the plate an awful lot. The Braves are trying to reel him in with a red-hot Austin Riley waiting on deck. Scoreless game. We're in the home first.
And you look back at June, how successful the Braves have been. A lot of it's because they're running. They're pushing the envelope. When guys get on first base, pitchers are worried about them.
Check of the runner. He's going. The pitch is fouled at the plate. Romine couldn't hang on. Swanson will head back to first. Paul mentioned the great work for the Atlanta offense against left-handed pitching. The Braves have hit 32 homers against lefties. Liberatore has given up 4 in his first 21 innings this year for St. Louis. Runner goes again. 3-2 pitch waved at and missed. The Romine throw is going to be late. So Swanson has his 13th steal. He's in scoring position for Riley, but now there are 2 outs.
Great jump by Dansby Swanson despite 3-2 count. Normally you want to make sure he throws the ball home before you take off, but man, it's fun watching these guys steal bases.
Olson swung at ball 4 right there. That's unusual for him.
Exactly.
Braves have 10 2-out RBIs in the series. Let's make it 11 right here with red-hot Austin Riley, the only big league player, as we told you, with 20 home runs or more and 20 or more doubles so far this year. He's on pace for a 40 homer 100 RBI season. I think we'll take that.
Oh, no doubt about it.
There's that good curveball we talked about from Liberatore. You'd like make him get it in the zone. It looks pretty tempting, that big, slow.
And that tells you that Kevin Seisner, the strategy that they have coming into the game, the hitters. Hey, he throws that big curveball, wait on it, and drive it. So in the back of the hitter's mind, they're looking for that curveball.
More balls than strikes for the young Cardinal lefty. Here in the Braves first. And that taken high.
2 nights ago, Riley got 3 big hits all on hanging curveballs. So don't miss. Don't miss up.
Austin fell a triple shy of the cycle in game 2. Homer single double, 3 RBIs. And couldn't stop himself there. This guy's getting some chases here in the first inning.
A lot of pitches from the left side, sinker, 4-seam, curve, slider, change. Uses all of them, as you can see. We'll see a guy with 4 pitches, but that 4th pitch is like at 1%. So he's really a 3-pitch pitcher.
Backed it up and missed. Now it's 3-2. If Riley can reach, Travis d'Arnaud is on deck. He's starting behind the plate for the Braves in game 4. We will welcome the Nationals to town tomorrow night. The pitch. Slow curve, missed inside. The inning continues. 2 walks in the inning, and d'Arnaud is coming up.
Good at bat by Austin Riley. He's starting to recognize that pitch, that curveball, that slider. Yeah. Now he's saying, hey, if I don't see it up in the zone, I'm going to start taking that pitch. Good walk by him to keep the inning alive.
And we're seeing what he thinks his best pitch is, that curveball. That's 2-3-2 curveballs in this inning. First inning, a lot of respect for the Braves offense.
Well, would he try to sneak a fastball by d'Arnaud on the first pitch? If you do, d'Arnaud is hitting .500 this year on the first pitch. 2 on, 2 out. Fastball. 0-1. d'Arnaud 11 homers, 37 RBIs. His career high in homers is 16. Figures he'll fly by that this year. He had a good rip there at another fastball. It's 0-2 here in the first inning.
How about our 2 catchers? 21 home runs between the 2. That's some production, Paul.
Yes, it is. Each one of them, when they get in the game, they're fresh too, because they get a break platooning.
Twenty-second pitch for Liberatore. There's the breaking ball. It's on the ground to Donovan, and he applies the tag. Actually, Dansby was out of the baseline, they say, so that will end the Atlanta first inning. The Braves get a couple of walks, don't break through. We head to the second inning, no score. Member of our broadcast team, the one and only Nick Green. Hey, Greeny.
Well, Chip, I've got a couple of fans down here, so I am a little bit cooler than I have been the last few days. But I think something a lot of people are interested in knowing is Spencer Strider on an innings limit or not. So Snit said today that as of now, he is not on an innings limit. They're going to monitor his workload. They're going to monitor those stressful innings and kind of be smart and just use common sense. And he went at 96 1/3 combined innings last year. He was also on the taxi squad, so he threw a few more innings, while the team was in the postseason. And this year he's at 59 2/3. So as of now, there is no innings limit on Spencer Strider, but it's something to monitor.
And he has 60 2/3 innings, counting the first tonight, Greeny. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. As Lars Nootbaar leads off for St. Louis, hitting 151 on the year. The Goldschmidt double led to 2 extra hitters and 10 more pitches for Strider in the first inning. But still working very efficiently considering all the strikeouts he racks up. It's truly amazing work. And a check swing, strike 2, 0-2 the count.
Yeah, I like that report. And as someone who has both been in the bullpen and started in the major leagues, I enjoyed starting more. I thought it was easier on my arm because as a bullpen guy, you may have to throw 60–70%, get up, get down, get up, get down. Your arm gets tired. You're hurt. There's no time to rest.
Well, every Cardinal hitter that's made now has struck out. Let's take a look at our GNG Impact Player of the Game. It is Spencer Strider, who now has 94 strikeouts in 61 innings this year.
I like those numbers. What I really got strikeout to walk ratio. Now at the 9 innings pitched.
I'm more impressed with the 180 batting average.
I mean, pick a number, right?
Yeah.
They're all impressive.
So good numbers from our friends at Georgia Natural Gas. Good numbers for Spencer Strider so far tonight, as Connor Capel is the hitter. Capel has had a memorable trip to Atlanta, his first major league home run in this series.
We'll change up right there.
Something that impressed me last inning, and I've seen this all the time, with 2 outs, you misplay that ball in right field, and I've seen young pitchers just fall apart. You know, Strider did a great job of picking his players up there and getting out of that inning. I know it cost him 10 more pitches, but
yeah,
it's a good job regrouping.
And a hit. I always wonder when he takes them out if we'll see a no-hitter, because that's the kind of stuff he has.
I mean, he's just playing catch. That's what's so amazing to me. I'm not saying it's effortless, but it looks effortless.
Now, this is the part that I don't get right here, Paul. He's throwing 99 to 100 against a left-hander, and we're shifting him to the left side. I don't think he's going to catch out.
And we've never seen him hit off Spencer Strider. I agree. It's a good point, but we'll have to trust they know something we don't.
1 out, base is empty. Connor Capel fouls that off the catcher's gear. And Strider will fire another one.
So I'm going to tell you, I'm facing Randy Johnson. I'm not even thinking about pulling the ball. I'm saying, let me just hit that ball down the right field line somewhere.
You're thinking about not making him mad is what you're thinking about, right?
Exactly. Never show up Randy Johnson.
Again, the 3-2 pitch.
So he's never faced this guy. 3-2 slider. I was talking to Tyler Matzik before the game, and I was like, what impresses you the most about Spencer Strider? And he said his maturity. And it's not just 100 miles an hour. He made the point that there's other guys in different organizations, and they throw 100, and they can't get guys out. It's the fact that this guy comes up, he's throwing a breaking ball for strike. He can control the 100. He can pitch up. He can pitch down. He can pitch in and out. He journals. He eats right. He lifts. He does a lot of things well, just checks a lot of boxes, and it's a credit to the Braves organization getting these guys like he and Harris ready when they come up to be stars.
Right on by. 5 outs, 5 strikeouts for Strider. 2 away.
This is a good old-fashioned blue by you, Linda Ronstadt fastball. No chance.
Who needs a slaughter when you can throw a fastball like that, man?
Hey, Paul.
Yes.
Got a question for you.
I'm ready.
Just innings limit wise, 96 1/3 last year. What do you expect that he could jump up to this year? Ian Anderson in 2020 was 32 1/3 innings, and he jumped to 128 1/3 in 2021.
I mean, I wouldn't think it would be out of question to go 150, 175. And to get there, this is another problem. To get there, you know, you're going to have to throw 8, 9 innings and start to throw some complete games to get to that number. But I think in reality, he's, man, he works out well. He eats right. I don't see a crazy delivery that puts a lot of stress on the arm. I can't even get in my answer because he strikes out guys before I can finish. Chip.
Braves baseball is presented by Truist in Atlanta. Spencer Strider is off to a flame-throwing start. 6 outs, 6 strikeouts to start his night. And the Braves go to work here in the home second with Ozuna, Duvall, and Orlando Arcia coming up. Braves won last night 3-0. Ozuna fellas had a hand in that. Braves have gone back-to-back in the home run category 8 times this year. Did you know that Marcell has been involved in 5 of them?
Wow. Wow. Man, well, let's start another one tonight.
Matthew Liberatore to work and taken high. 1 ball, no strikes.
And last night that home run was off a hanging curveball. And how about Rosario going back-to-back, getting his first home run this year?
Man, was that great to see?
Oh, my. And how about the old putting up the glasses? I can see. I loved it.
Off to our right now to play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's smiling too. But you guys keep talking about the hitting. How about Max Fried last night?
Oh, man. He only threw 82 pitches. I was surprised he didn't go out there for the 7.
Little glute issue. But says he should not miss his next start. This is really impressive. Albert Pujols in his great career after last night said Max Fried is one of the best hands down pitchers he's ever faced. That's saying something.
That's a huge compliment there.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Marcell Ozuna, the Braves designated hitter tonight. And this one lifted in the air toward shallow center. And Nolan Gorman backpedals and puts that away, and Ozuna's retired in the air for out number 1. Adam Duvall is the hitter. Adam gave us a scare up in Cincinnati. You know, anytime a guy gets hit in the hand and leaves the game, Brian, you fear the worst for all those small bones in the hand.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's the worst place you can get hit, on the hands. You never know what's going to happen, but obviously good to see him back out there. I mean, Bryce Harper, another guy, gets hit in the hand and he's out for a while. So glad to see Duvall back in this lineup.
Adams' bat is heating up. Yes, the average isn't where he'd like it, but when he is getting hits, guys, they're not cheap singles. They're extra base hits. 15 of his last 22 hits have been doubles, triples, or homers. See if he can start a 1-out rally here in the second for the Braves. The pitch is inside.
And look, reality, Rosario is back. So automatically that kind of amps you up when you got a competition and platoon and situation, possibilities anyway. So he knows he has to get it going.
Off the netting, out of play. 2 balls and a strike.
It's the competition of the friendly kind.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, good teammates. You got veterans. You got guys that care about the team, the front of the jersey more than the name on the back. And when you see that, I think that's what brings out the best in players.
And it worked so well last year after those trades. We had 4 great outfielders, and Brian Snitker did a great job of platooning these guys, moving them around.
Scorched into right field, a base hit for Duvall. Big turnaround first. He's going to fly to second. Here comes the throw. It is going to be late. Hustle double for Duvall. Another extra base hit.
Speaking of the competition, right there, baby. Don't stop for a single. Leg it out for a double, showing his speed. Adam Duvall turned it on.
That's more impressive for me than the base hit was his base running right there. He's made a few blunders on the base paths lately. He gets credit for this one.
I love the way he stayed in there on the outside pitch. He didn't try to pull it. He just went right with it.
So the Braves have their first hit. Second runner in scoring position. Let's see if Orlando Arcia can bring home Duvall.
Now, this is the one guy in this lineup that I feel like needs to get it going. When he was coming off the bench, he was hot. Now all of a sudden you're playing every day. All of a sudden, you know, the average is dropping.
Didn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Braves have been so productive in this series, hitting with runners at second or third base, hitting .400 as a club in the first 3 games. A hit here gives you the lead. On the ground, deep short. Sosa gives ground. Runner breaks toward third. Duvall. And the Cardinals are going to try to run him down. Arcia is going to try to move up to second. Here comes the peg, and that's the second out. So Duvall made lemonade out of lemons, ran with the ball in front of him into the second out, but he does get Arcia into scoring position. Instead of first and second, 1 out, runner at second, 2 outs.
Well, Paul, I got to say, you talked them into this. You talked about a couple of base running blunders on Duvall, and here's another one. Ball hit in front of you like that, you got to freeze and make sure that ball gets through. He did not do that. Easy play for Sosa.
So 6-5-4-6 is the scoring, I believe, on that play. Heck of a play, by the way, by Sosa to keep that ball in the infield.
I think Duvall hesitated while that ball was headed there. Had he just continued, I think he made it into third okay.
So Michael Harris hitting .293 against left-handed pitching, tries to put the Braves in front.
And you're right on that situation right there. Either you're going to take off and be all in. You can never hesitate and then try to go. Once you hesitate, get back to second base.
And Duvall has good speed too, so
yeah, he would have been in easy.
Arizona sees something good to hit. Liberatore doesn't want to face Acuna, but he's a pitch away from doing just that. 3 balls, no strikes. This young man off to a very impressive start to his big league career, hitting .293, hits lefties well, playing great defensively, and now trying to keep the inning alive for Ronald, who waits next.
I give him another couple of weeks, guys. He'll be swinging at that 3-0 pitch.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
He's confident in his power. I mean, he has 5 home runs. I mean, he's opened my eyes with the power that he has. Watching him in batting practice.
Get a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
3 balls into strike. Generous call there, fills up the count. Harris hitting .367 this year with runners in scoring position. That's impressive considering he's learning on the fly. The pressure hasn't gotten to him. On the ground, but out to second. And the peg to first is in time, and Liberatore escapes second inning trouble. Spencer Strider, 6 strikeouts through 2 innings, back to work, no score. Began his starting pitching career for the Braves, and not coincidentally, guys, since June 1st, the pitching's been excellent. That's our Zaxby's indescribably good play.
I don't really know how it can get much better. 17-3, you see the records, innings, all those numbers are fantastic. Home runs allowed down. You're right, him coming into this rotation in the 5th spot, best 5th starter in the league. He's not a 5th starter, but it made them very complete.
And I'm gonna be honest, guys, when he moved to that starting rotation, we lost something big in that bullpen. I loved him out of the bullpen, and I really had some question marks up, but he's taken that away because he has come into his own as a starter.
And so has the Braves team. They've gone 26-7 since June 1st, and they're 5-1 in July, while the Mets in that same period have gone 17-14. That's how the Braves have shaved 8 games off the divisional lead by New York, a team that will be in here beginning Monday. Austin Romine, a 1-2 count, and it's 7 for 7 for Strider. He's closing in on record territory, folks. We'll explain after a replay here.
This is high heat right here. If you've never faced 100 miles an hour from a certain pitcher, it may look harder to you than someone else, and just no chance right there.
Look, as a hitter, you're sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to jump on this fastball, and you already overcommit before the ball even leaves his hand, and next thing you know, you have a swing like that. I can't stop it. Strike three.
The record for strikeouts to start a game, consecutive strikeouts to start a game, happened last year. Pablo Lopez struck out the first 9 Braves he saw down in Miami. Here, Spencer Strider has 2 strikes on Brendan Donovan, and he has punched out the first 7 Cardinal hitters.
Gary Wood game, right? Way back, struck out 19.
Gary
20.
Wood struck out 20.
Can't believe I cheated him.
And it's 8 in a row to start the game for Strider. This is unreal. And it's, as we say, for a guy that strikes out 9, 10, 11 guys, it's so incredibly economical.
Wow. Low fastball, low heat. He's moving the ball all around. High fastballs, they're swinging and missing. Now they're taking the low strike for strike three.
A little cut to it.
Yeah.
Yepez swung at a collarbone high fastball and punched out in his first trip. Every out for the Cardinals is a strikeout. All but two have been swinging as the mustaches are out for Spencer Strider tonight. And in Atlanta Braves history, Spencer Strider has already set a new Atlanta record for most consecutive outs recorded via strikeout to start a game. And he's 1 more strike away from making it 9 in a row. Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and Doyle Alexander struck out 6 straight hitters to begin a game. Listen to the crowd in Atlanta.
Come with the high heat, Paul.
The 1-2. Base hit. So Juan Yepez has the second St. Louis hit. That snaps the spell for Spencer Strider. What a run for the kid who sets an Atlanta record against the Cardinals here tonight, striking out the first 8. But he gets another out. It'll continue.
Yeah, I just don't want to ground out or to fly out.
I went
strikeout.
Went with the low fastball. He should have listened and went to high fastball.
His assignment gets a little tougher here with Goldschmidt.
Well, Goldschmidt's batted ball should have been caught, so a clean single for Yepez. As Goldie a little late, strike 1.
He threw a couple nasty sliders to Goldie his first at bat.
There it
0-2. Is.
Strider about to make his 50th pitch.
That's a good pitch right there, Paul.
Yes, it is. 100 up and in. Got to move his feet. I was surprised Goldie didn't jump out of the way.
Well, does that set up the slider?
It does. Usually if you're looking away and there's a fastball up and in, they'll jump.
Yeah, but Goldie's smart. You come up and in. There it is.
9 strikeouts. 9 outs for Spencer Strider. Ties a big league record. Unbelievable start for the Braves. Kid right-hander from Clemson. No score after 2.5. Heading to the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order is coming up for the Braves on a hot night. We told you Spencer Strider was bringing the heat. He's done that. The first 9 outs of the game. Strike 3. Now let's see if the Braves can give him some offensive help. Ronald swung at the first pitch and flied out. So he is 0 for 1.
That man some runs.
Liberatore. This is upstairs. Ball 2. Still more balls than strikes from this Cardinal lefty. Got to wait him out a little bit, don't you think, Brian?
No doubt, and I think that's going to be the strategy the second time around. Make him throw strikes.
He did there. 2-1 your count.
A little surprised that they're going in.
The 2-1 pitch. Popped him up again. Again in the shift. Goldschmidt slips. Gorman is there to make the play, and Acuna pops out for the second time. 1 up and 1 man down. Let's take a look at our racetrack fueling up feature. Everything going just how the Braves would hope.
Yeah, and they needed it bad because they got off to a slow start and everything came together in June. You look at those incredible numbers, almost scoring 6 runs per game. And the long ball started happening. We were struggling early on with the long ball, but man, it turned around quickly. 64. A great June for this team.
I think people even questioned when they started to do well early because they weren't playing teams over 500. How good is this team really? Well, I don't think you can say that anymore.
I never bought into that, to be honest with you.
I didn't either, but a lot was said. And, you know, we weren't the same team. I get that. We weren't the same team out of the gate, but we still had great players, and you knew that wasn't going to continue. But you saw a lot of national writers and people discrediting the Braves, saying they weren't that good.
Dansby down on strikes. Liberatore has his second strikeout of the game.
And I don't think that was fair. You know, they talked about losing Freddie. Well, Matt Olson is a fantastic player. We didn't have Ronald Acuna back. A few guys in the rotation needed to just get back on track. They did. The next thing you know, I think everybody's realized, well, the Braves are still the team to beat.
Smoked and off the glove of Sosa into center field on a deflection. Easy for me to say. It was as easy for me to say as it was to catch. That ball was a missile. And a 2-out single for Matt in the Atlanta third.
And I know I keep repeating myself, but Matt Olson is starting to come along. I mean, hitting the ball up the middle other way. Seems like his stroke, he's found that stroke again.
Good at bat for Austin Riley. He walked in the Atlanta first. First pitch popped up right side and curling toward the seats, foul. It's strike 1. Don't want to split hairs, but the big story in the game obviously is Spencer Strider. First 9 outs recorded via strikeout. That's an Atlanta Braves record. We are searching to find the number of consecutive outs via strikeout to start a game, and that's with walks or hits in the middle as well. As this one golfed over the netting foul, it's 0-2. But that young man off to a fantastic start in the game.
Why is he standing up, Paul? Is that adrenaline pumping so much that he can't sit down?
Some pitchers, you know, they don't want to sit the entire inning. Walk around a little bit. I mean, I used to walk down and stretch in the cage every now and then.
Oh yeah, stroke the hair. I feel pretty good. Hey.
Oh yeah. Make sure we can see the quads. Pants legs up.
It's even 2 apiece. Neither the Braves nor Cardinals have broken through yet. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Liberatore getting in on the strikeout fun. He's got a couple of them in the 3rd inning and 3 in total. We head to the 4th. Back in Atlanta, we head to the 4th inning. This will be a fun StatCast 3D to talk about, huh?
Check it out. Look at the 4-seamers. Couple 100 miles an hour in there. 98, 99 up, in, out, down, away, and a few down the middle, just for good measure.
Wow, look how high those strikeouts are, man. Who's swinging at that, Paul?
And when it's 100 miles an hour, BJ, you got to make a decision quick and get it going.
You're exactly right, and that's what those hitters are doing.
Chip made a good point about it. Looks like it's rising and taking off, so it may look like it's down the middle of the plate. Next thing you know, it's up by your letters.
So in the Cardinal 4th, it'll be Nolan Arenado, Nolan Gorman, and Lars Nootbaar. 9 consecutive outs via strikeout to start the game for Spencer Strider. He's approaching record territory. The big league record for consecutive strikeouts at any point in a game is 11. That's been accomplished by 3 big league pitchers.
You know what's sad? If he hits a ground ball and gets an out or a fly ball, I'm going to be disappointed. And that's an out.
You know what's sad? It's a 2-0 count. And as a hitter, you're looking for that fastball, and you still can't hit it.
Popped up. And Matt Olson is under that at first. Arenado made late contact. That will end the streak for Spencer Strider. 9 straight outs via strikeout. But he'll take a pop out from Arenado on the infield anytime he can get it. What an impressive run to start the kid's night.
Congratulations, Spencer Strider.
Yeah, he sets a Braves record to start the game and added to that mark by 50%. It was 6 strikeouts in a row to start the game. Spencer did it with 9 tonight. Here's Nolan Gorman. Guess what he did his first time up. And in case you wondered who the men were that struck out 11 consecutive men in a game, Corbin, Seaver, Nola.
Wow, Nola. That's surprising. I wouldn't have thought Nola. He's good. I'll take nothing away from him, but 11 in a row. Wow.
1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted toward left. And an easy play for Duvall. One good thing about these early swings, trying to avoid 2 strikes, Birdie, keeps that pitch count down, as Spencer's been dominant tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is the good thing about early contact and fly balls and grounders. But I'm excited to see, selfishly, I guess, how many he can strike out this evening, because he's off to such a great start. But that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is get outs and win the game. So you're right.
And I love the way his strategy has changed. I mean, everybody's looking for that first pitch fastball, and he started Gorman off with that slider, putting it in the back of his mind.
And this is his 8th big league career start.
His next strikeout will be the 100th of the season. Guys, he hasn't thrown 65 innings yet. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, if he can stay consistent with that pitch right there down in the zone.
A little change up. You see the numbers coming up on the change. Again, I talked about you want to throw a pitch 10-15%.
Line curling foul.
For hitters to factor it in.
So record-setting performance by Strider. He has scattered 2 hits. He has walked 1 batter. And he's ready for his 63rd pitch. Pitch count right where you want it. I've been told, Bertie, if you can average around 15 or so per inning, you should be in pretty good shape. And now again the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Good take by Lars Nootbaar.
I like the name. Lars Nootbaar. It's a good name. That's a big league name.
Not common.
A lot of vowels. For Lars, the pitch outside, full count. We have Connor Capel waiting on deck. Strider looking for punch out number 10. And he'll have to try with Connor Capel. A 2-out walk. Second one of those issued by Spencer tonight. And the inning continues. In case you wonder what the Braves all-time strikeout record in Atlanta is, it's 15. John Smoltz did that twice. And the franchise record, Boston, Milwaukee, Atlanta, is 18 strikeouts.
Let me guess. Warren Spahn.
Yep, you got it.
The old lefty screwball. Didn't throw hard, but a control specialist.
Strider to the stretch. And the peg to first.
I thought about Necro for a second.
With the knuckleball.
Yeah, some great pitchers coming through here.
Scoreless game. We're in the 4th. The pitch. Floated over. Strike 1 to Connor Capel. Cardinals have the Phillies for 4, the Dodgers for 3. Next, back in St. Louis, we have Washington and the Mets coming in. Tough times for Oliver Marmol's squad. They're 3 behind the Brewers and have dropped 4 straight games. And 0-2 for Connor Capel with 2 outs. One more note on that Warren Spahn game. Took him 15 innings to get the 18 strikeouts.
15 innings.
He pitched all 15.
That changes everything.
It does.
Hal Galima points out the time of game. 3 hours and 14 minutes.
Wow.
A 15-inning game.
15 inning games. 3 hours and 14 minutes.
Is that the one he matched up against Ferguson Jenkins?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner goes, got a good jump, and it's fouled off of d'Arnaud. Took a little punishment. And we'll try again on a lazy, hazy, steamy baseball night at Truist Park. It has been so hot here in Atlanta that neither team took batting practice again. Another one of those show and go days to try to conserve energy. And a late night nationally televised game last night too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner holds. The pitch is again out of play. So all of a sudden Capel beginning to drive that pitch count up for Strider. He's pushing toward the mid-70s.
There you go. Show and go game. My partner Chip Carey is right. There's Dansby Swanson. A lot of kids came early for batting practice. Braves didn't have it, so he came out and signed autographs for everybody. There's your feel-good story for the day, and he better be in that All-Star game.
One ball, 2 strikes again for Connor Capel, and lined into center. Michael got a great jump, and he'll make a chest-high catch. And that retires the side. Nice running grab by Michael Harris. Cardinals out of luck in the fourth. Still scoreless.
Brought to you by your local Ford dealer, Delta Airlines, keep climbing, and by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
Another great crowd here in Atlanta. The Braves will go over the 1.7 million mark in attendance as we wrap up the home portion of our home series with the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. The Braves have swept them in the first three. Now they got to get Spencer Strider some offensive support. Matthew Liberatore is having a nice bounce back start for St. Louis. Let's see if d'Arnaud can get something started here. d'Arnaud hitting .340 this year against left-handed pitching. Braves team has done excellent work against opposing lefty starters, and there's a scorcher foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's that fastball you talked about, Chip. Don't miss with d'Arnaud on a fastball.
You're asking for trouble. Ozuna and Duvall will follow for the Braves. And up and away.
That pitch right there is his out pitch. But you got to make him throw it for a strike. If he's not commanding that pitch, he gets in trouble.
And some pitchers, they throw the ball down, the bounce, the 0-2, they get good break on it. But when they try to throw it for a strike, they can hang it or cast it or fly open. I've seen a little bit of that him. I want to see if he can throw like Max Fried, that good spin rate curveball, and stay in the zone.
Something else that has to frustrate him too, I would think, guys. His stuff looks to be pretty good, but he's not around the plate enough to get those borderline calls. The ball 3 call could have been called a strike, right. Wasn't, and then the next one, non-competitive pitch and a leadoff walk. So cash it in if you can. That's 3 walks for Liberatore in the first 3+ innings. Ozuna popped up his first time. They give Marcel the right side of the infield with Goldschmidt holding d'Arnaud at first base.
There it is.
There's that curveball.
Good curve in the zone. Yeah. Good break.
The Braves have 2 hits. 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They've got their 3rd walk here. Once again, close pitch, called a ball, even count.
That pitch right there, though, keeps the hitters honest.
Fourth choice. Let's see what Ozuna gets here with a 1-1 count. And he is just missing. Braves have been very patient. Just haven't been able to barrel this kid up yet. And when the Braves are going good, they are blasting home runs.
Well, he's doing a great job keeping the hitters off balance. You know, throwing that inside fastball, curveballs down and away.
Right off his thumbs. And back out of play for a 2-2 count. Nothing wrong with that fastball. 94 and in. So Marcel awaits a 2-2 pitch now. Driven toward right. Yepez on the run, still coming. Sliding try, can't get it. Ball down. The Braves will have runners at second and third with nobody out. It hung up forever, and Yepez could not track it down. And the Braves have their best scoring chance so far tonight.
Look, give Yepes a lot of credit. He can play multiple positions, but that is not his top position right there, because to me, if he keeps on his feet, he makes the catch there, but he tried to make the incredible sliding catch, kind of lost sight of the ball at the last second, and that's exactly what happens to you. You almost want to make a shoestring catch to keep your eyes on it, but as soon as you get into that slide, you kind of lose it for a second right off the end of his glove.
That's great info.
It's amazing how the ball finds you in a big league game. So here we go. You've got 3 cracks at Liberatore to get a run here. Duvall doubled his first time up. He scorched one into right center field. Second and third, nobody out.
As a pitcher, 1 through 3, you know they're good. Almost every team. 4 through 6, still good. 7 through 9, you usually get some defensive players. Braves have 124 RBI out of the 7 through 9 spot. 4 through 6, 125. Top 3, 126. If Adam Duvall drives in these runs, they'll have just as many RBIs 7 through 9 as they do 1 through 3. That is incredible.
That's scary for a pitcher that has to face these guys.
You don't get a break.
No.
Adams gotten a break from playing center field, and his offensive numbers have risen as a result of that, Brian.
Yes.
Much different hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. Inside, 1 and 2.
Look, six home runs, 77 at bats as a left fielder. Taking the pressure off his legs, can relax a little bit out in left field. And that's something that EY and I talked about in spring training. Hoping that Michael Harris develops so it takes pressure off at Duvall out in center field.
Oh, what a rip. Adam just missed that. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
As we talk about the humidity, the heat here in Atlanta, you know, the second half of the season, his legs are worn out, and we kind of saw that last year.
Junior Fernandez is up in the St. Louis bullpen. Leadoff walk. An opposite field double by Ozuna. Braves have him second and third, and nobody out.
Love to see Duvall do what he did his first at bat. Drive the ball in the right center field gap.
Hanging tough. And I think we've said this before, and it's worth repeating. The approach for the Braves over the last 6-7 weeks is so far and away different than what we saw, Brian, in the first 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, putting the ball in play alone is a huge difference that we saw early in the year. Too many strikeouts. All of a sudden, adjustments were made. Guys are putting the ball in play, driving the ball to right field.
Not this time, though. Duvall swung at a ball across his shoe tops, and that's the first out of the inning. And Orlando Arcia is coming up. Here are the numbers Paul was talking about the balance of this Braves offense. That's our Yellowwood bringing the lumber feature. Harris certainly has added to those lower third numbers. Arcia as well. Dansby Swanson batted in the bottom of the order a lot.
Hey, you look around the league, you won't see that anywhere. 1 through 9, getting it done. This is what makes the Atlanta Braves so dangerous.
So second and third, 1 out. A little more pressure on Arcia now. And he takes one over the inside corner, or close to it. 0-1. Wind picking up just a bit. That gives a little relief to the fans here at Truist tonight. Arcia hit the ball into the hole at shortstop his first time up. Adam Duvall ran into an out. And Orlando was able to move to second before Michael Harris bounced out to end the inning. The pitch. Scorched, hit towards second, no advance. Cardinals play the infield in. That saved a run. And now there are 2 out. So Michael Harris is the hitter. He is 0 for 1. The MLB Ballpark app. Complete your next visit to Truist Park. Buy and manage game tickets, unlock offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Downstairs for Michael.
Talked about how good Michael is in this situation. Runners in scoring position, especially with 2 outs. He's done a great job since coming up. Finding a way to drive the ball with guys in scoring position. It's the toughest thing to do.
Good patience right here.
Well, again, his job, if he can, either drive the runs in himself or pass the baton to Ronald, who waits on deck. Braves had second and third, nobody out. Strikeout, ground out later. Harris ahead in the count, 2-0. On the ground and right to first. And the Braves unable to cash in on a golden scoring chance in the 4th. We go to the 5th, still nothing apiece.
Baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi, unbeatable internet, only from Xfinity. And by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life.
If just joining us tonight, we have a scoreless game after 4 innings. Spencer Strider has set an Atlanta Braves record with 9 outs via strikeout to start the game. The first 9 outs he recorded were all called strikes or swings and misses. And now he will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Cardinals in a still scoreless game. Edmundo Sosa takes a strike. Fourth inning is the first frame for Strider where he did not record. Strike 3. He's given up a couple of hits, a couple of walks, but no drop off in stuff. Braves have left 6 men on base. The Cardinals have stranded 4 to this point. And the Cardinals bullpen is getting busy. Jordan Hicks is getting loose. That won't take him long. He's one of their triple-digit guys. Big arm. Popped up and right toward Matt Olson. He's in on the grass for out number 1. Well, the number 9 hitter, Austin Romine, is coming up. First, a quick word from Truist.
Jessica was born to care.
That's my best friend. She don't need no.
Miss Hogan's class? It's Atlantis.
Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care.
Yadier Molina is hurt for the Cardinals. They've gotten very little production out of Andrew Kisner and others behind the plate, so St. Louis went and got Austin Romine. And he's been a busy man in this series. Time veteran catcher takes high, 1 ball, no strikes.
If I had to pick a reason why the Cardinals are struggling, it would be Molina's not in that lineup to catch these young pitchers.
I don't want to take anything away from them, but you see the updated Arsenal percentage, but only Goldschmidt and Arenado were in their opening day lineup. Everybody else was either in AAA or somewhere else. So they've had to roll with a lot of punches. That's not always easy.
Yeah, 3 of their everyday players are hurt, not to mention all the guys they're missing in their starting rotation. But Liberatore, nice job through 4 innings tonight. Pitched out of a mess last inning to keep it scoreless. And Strider has double-digit punch-outs in back-to-back games. 11 last time out. That's number 10 tonight.
Nice and easy. 98. I don't need to throw 100 to strike you out. 98's good enough. Then he tucks in the shirt or puts his gun back in the holster. I don't know what it is, BJ.
Put his gun back in the holster, baby.
Is that what it is? A little pirouette with the gun in the holster. That's what I'm going with.
3 times now Spencer Strider has double-digit strikeout games. 11 is his career high. He's got a chance to tie that right here with Brendan Donovan, who he's punched out twice. I mean, his stuff must look different and it must feel different, because here we go. The Cardinals are starting their 3rd trip through the lineup, Brian, and they have had almost no chance.
Look, I mean, when you're throwing 98, 99 and you mix in a slot, it keeps guys guessing.
This one on the ground. Arcia, gloves, hops, strong arm. Good play. That ends the inning. Nice play by Orlando Arcia at second base. He's got a cannon. He showed it off. And Donovan and the Cardinals are out in order in the top of the 5th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads off. Don't want to miss that. Ronald Acuna Jr. is the leading vote getter in the National League, so he's guaranteed to start the All-Star game for the National League and the Braves, but the rest of his mates could use some help. You can vote until tomorrow at 2 o'clock, up to 5 times a day at Braves.com/vote. There's also a 35% off ticket offer for a regular season game here in Atlanta. Hope you'll help send a whole bevy of Braves to Los Angeles with the skipper Brian Snitker representing the National League at the All-Star game later this month. New pitcher on the mound for St. Louis. They have decided to raise Spencer Strider with their version of a 100-mile-an-hour guy. It's Jordan Hicks.
There you go. And not quite the other numbers as a Spencer Strider, going to Tyler Matzek's point that you don't just go out and throw 100 and are successful because you can throw 100. You have to hit your spots, throw a breaking ball for strikes, pitch up, down, in and out. But yes, Hicks brings the fuel too.
Stat in the Cardinals notes about Jordan Hicks: 96 pitches at 100 miles an hour or more, which is 5th most in the big leagues this year. There was a time when 1 pitch at 100 miles an hour was noteworthy. Now it's almost commonplace.
Wow, that's a nasty slider, though. Man, go with that 100. And this is the kid that the Cardinals had high hopes for. Just got to stay healthy.
Forearm flexor strain cost him 36 games. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on a route. And Acuna on the ground, hit towards Sosa at short. 360 spin, high throw, and he got it. Beautiful play to Rob Acuna, who is 0 for 3.
Wow, Sosa's known for his defense. Makes a great play, spin and throw right on target. Gets the speedy Acuna.
Wow. He's been watching Dansby.
So the Braves will have to find a way to break through against the Cardinal bullpen. They haven't given up a run in this series yet. Now 10 2/3 innings scoreless. That hasn't been their problem. Starting pitching and lack of offense right now, as we chronicled. They just aren't themselves yet. And the Braves have done what good teams do. They've taken advantage, including beating their best last night. This one another chance for Sosa. He'll scoop and fire. Bad throw, and Dansby is aboard. Sosa saw Swanson hustling down the line, rushed his throw, and there's a break. A man aboard with 1 out. Cardinals will check and see if the swipe tag was applied. It wasn't, so no challenge. Ooh.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Get in the box.
and he got a base hit on that.
Throw a pitch. Yeah. I like Sosa at short. He's got some good movements, BJ.
He does.
Running man right there was solid.
Olsen takes downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Okay, we've talked about this from the Cardinals perspective. BJ, let's talk about it from the Braves perspective. What's the key to hitting 100-mile-an-hour pitches?
You know what? Letting it get deep, because it's going to get deep, but you got to be looking to drive the ball the other way. Get a good pitch out over the plate away, because that inside pitch is really tough to try to turn on.
And how difficult a transition is it to go from Liberatore left-handed throwing 93 to this guy right-handed?
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Your timing.
How come you didn't ask me that, Chip?
I saw you hit.
Okay, well, the key to bunting 100 is to not jam your pitching thumb.
Good luck with trying to bunt 100.
Yeah, be a line drive in the gap with this guy or Strider. And the velocity they bring, the pitch. And like Spencer, this guy's not just heaving the ball up there. He's hitting spots. That one at 102.
And had action on it.
It did. And that's why my advice was drive the ball the other way.
Yeah, even if you're late by accident, and it's surprising me the way that they're playing Matt here. They're giving him the whole left side of the infield. If he has a late swing, it's a base hit to left. Obviously hitting this guy's not an easy proposition. The pitch. Tried to go the other way. Good approach.
Did you ever choke up or get your front foot down quicker or not stride or anything like that?
I choked up and tried to hit behind the catcher with guys throwing 100 miles an hour. I moved back as far as possible. I was that guy where the umpire had to redraw that back line because he knew I was cheating.
Hicks will provide the power. Can you beat him to the spot? Way outside. It's a full count. So you put Dansby in motion here with one out.
Yes, got a right-hander on the mound. Take my chances.
Dansby's 12 out of 15 in stolen bases. He's got a good lead, and they chase him back.
Sosa talking now about covering second. Who's got it?
Runner goes, and that's fouled off the catcher's glove. That angle we showed you on Dansby's base hit looked like Goldschmidt touched him on the hand. It was just the angle. We just want to be clear on that. So it's a nice job to get to that ball, and you see the tag clearly missed him. Yeah, that's why you have more than one angle in Review Central.
It's amazing how Sosa made the tough play, spinning and throws it right on the money, and then the easy play, he kind of just let it float.
Hicks ready. Runner goes. Swing and a miss at a slider. The throw to second is not in time. So again, the Braves have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Austin Riley is coming up. Here's a fun matchup. First, the stolen base.
Look, I love what Dansby doing here. You don't take anything for granted. So 3-2 count, take off like you're stealing the base normally. That's exactly what he's done 2 times in a row and getting there safely. If you take it for granted, you get off to a slow start, you're automatically a double play. Cardinals out of inning.
Oh, Riley got out of the way of that. No swing.
101-mile-an-hour sinker in that ran 4 inches.
If you like 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, this is the game for you. Way outside, ball 2. Hicks spun out of that delivery. 2 balls, no strikes.
Take a little off, throw it 100 and hit your spot.
Matthew Liberatore, 3 hits, 4 innings, no runs. He walked 3. No decision for him tonight. As Riley ahead in the count, 2-1, and almost hit him.
Man, those balls are running in hard at 101, 102.
Yeah, that's where your mean coach says, come on, son, just lean into one at 102 miles an hour, right?
Take one for the team, Johnny.
The pitch. Austin swung at borderline pitch. Now it's a full count.
Those of you who are new to baseball, the harder you throw a baseball, the harder it is to get movement on a pitch. So this is impressive. Hicks with velocity and great movement too.
Little tapper is going to spin foul at the plate. Why is that, Paul?
It's just a, you know, I'm not a mathematician or a scientist, but it's a physics question. The faster that ball is moving, to get behind a baseball, you have to stay behind the ball. And when you stay directly behind the ball to get the most force and movement and backspin out of it, you're usually straight behind it with your 2 power fingers. So to get some tilt and turn or more off one, you're going to take away velocity when you do that.
No takeaway there. That blown by at 103 miles an hour. Wow. Heat is on in Atlanta after 5. The Phillies were home today against the Washington Nationals, and we saw this young man, Derek Hall, make his big league debut against the Braves and hit his first home run against Atlanta. Well, he hit his 4th today. That one came off Steve Cishek and helped the Phillies earn a 5-3 victory at Citizens Bank Park. There's your Eastern standings at the moment. The Braves have a 5-game lead over the Phillies pending the outcome of this game. The Mets are winning tonight in Cincinnati. And this game has lived up to the billing with Spencer Strider. 10 strikeouts through 5 scoreless innings. He has given up just 2 base hits. And he'll face Yepez, Goldschmidt, and Arenado for St. Louis. Yepez with a rifle shot in the 3rd inning for his lone hit in this game. And can you think of the odds? Ronald Acuna Jr. and Juan Yepez signed their big league, or their professional contracts, I should say, on the same day as teenagers. Hoping to begin their baseball journey in the Braves organizations. They did that. It's a little harder ride to get to the show for Yepez than it was for Ronald Acuna Jr. But Yepez, I'm told, was the more highly thought of prospect. And was the guy that with his signing bonus was driving Ronald around to all the practices, all the games in his hometown. And then had some, shall we say, slumps and struggles as a young pro player, while Acuna zoomed to superstardom very quickly with the Braves. Well, Yepez kept working, got traded to the Cardinals, and now here they are facing off against each other for 2 fantastic big league franchises.
Pretty good day for the Braves scouting department too. Always one of the strengths of this organization. Well done, guys.
And nothing against Yepez, but you're looking at a foul tool player in Acuna when you draft him, and you're looking at probably a 3 to 4 tool player in Yepez, lacking the speed that Acuna has. So that's probably what kind of slowed his movement up to the top.
But you know what the big tool is? He can hit.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
That's why he's playing, right?
Exactly.
This kid's hit double-digit homers for St. Louis. Strider approaching 90 pitches with nobody out. And Yepez making him work. He made him work last time.
Speaking of scouting department and tools, how about that guy right there? Braves 12th prospect recently, and he leapfrogged everybody to the top.
He did. And
number 1.
He had a fantastic spring training, and I remember talking to Snit, EY, and Wash and those guys, and they were just so impressed when he came to spring training. He was so ready and did everything above average, and that opened the eyes of Brian Snitker Alex Anthopoulos, and all those guys. They knew he was close to being ready in spring training.
And I'm making the point that, you know, what you did last year, 2 years ago, doesn't necessarily factor in where you're at right now. And guys get better, and I know Acuna has done the same thing.
Swing and a miss. Strider has 11 strikeouts, matching his career high. Pulled a string on that one. Wasn't the hard slider.
You're changing velocity on your breaking ball now. Usually you don't do that until you're 30.
That's a big plus there.
My goodness.
Goldschmidt has a bloop double and a strikeout. Cardinal first baseman leads the league in hitting. .344 average. I'm guessing if the voting were taken today, halfway through the season, Brian, he's the MVP of the league.
No doubt about it. That's one of the most consistent players throughout his career. Even with Arizona, comes over to St. Louis, start with a new team, and man, just don't stop hitting. Very humble guy too. Don't say much. He just goes out there and leads by example on the field. And those are the type of players you love.
All kinds of options for Spencer here as he gets ahead of Goldschmidt at 9 o'clock Eastern time. The 1-2 pitch. Didn't chase it. And 2-2. Goldschmidt with that puck bat. Digs in. Swing and a miss. New career high. There's a dirty dozen for Spencer Strider.
Oh boy, that slider was nasty.
You have one of the best hitters in the league unable to track the fastball or the slider. Look at the dot going straight down, not just side to side. Wow.
When you got Goldie swinging like that, man, that's impressive.
Arenado hits. He has walked and popped out tonight. So Arenado filling the role as the DH with a 9-game hitting streak on the road on the line tonight for St. Louis. Oh. And all the way to the backstop. Here's our landmark player comparison. As we said in this series, matchup of two terrific third basemen.
Man, you can't go wrong with either one of these guys. I mean, Arenado just continues to win Gold Glove after Gold Glove. Raleigh playing Gold Glove defense right now. Man, you got to move Arenado out of there before Raleigh can get a Gold Glove, because that guy is so smooth and so consistent year in and year out.
9 of them for Arenado. 2 balls, no strikes. And low and away.
So a fan on Twitter challenged me earlier in the game to grow a Spencer Strider mustache if he punched out 12. He said, would you grow the stash by the next start? His name's Justin. I said, sure, but I didn't think about that. I can't grow something that beautiful in 4 days.
I can't believe you even took that one. Wow.
Huh.
I can't see you with that mustache. You think you can grow that type of mustache?
No, I don't think it works. I don't think I have that kind of look.
Hey, you made the bet though. Hey, come on. You got to live up to it.
Broken bat, little pop, center of the diamond. Garcia coming on. He's going to get there, and Strider retires the Cardinals in the 6th. Paul, we can always get a Sharpie if that'll work. Let's see if the Braves bats can break through. Spencer Strider was absolutely brilliant tonight. 3 consecutive starts for the Braves rookie right-hander of 6 innings. In that stretch, guys, he's given up 8 hits, 1 run, and has struck out 34 batters. His next turn against the first place Mets.
And I can't wait to see that matchup. But it just goes to show, I mean, this guy continues to get better. And you just saw him there talking to Cardinals and still getting instruction, still willing to learn, and how can I get better after 12 strikeouts? It's amazing.
So Strider has done his job. Let's get him a run as they rack up the Ks, 12 of them, a new career high. As d'Arnaud hit that ball foul before it hit him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Will Smith is now up in the Atlanta bullpen as the Braves bat in the 6th inning. d'Arnaud, Ozuna, and Duvall are coming up. Jordan Hicks starting his 2nd inning. He punched out a couple of hitters, including Austin Riley at 103 miles an hour. I keep saying this. I remember when Mark Wohlers debuted for the Braves, and if you don't know who Mark Wohlers is, Google him. Great closer in the 90s for the Braves. When he came up to the major leagues, he was throwing 95, 96 miles an hour occasionally, and everybody would stand on the top step of the dugout and watch him because it was so rare. It just didn't happen all that often. Now, the way the game has evolved, a lot of starting pitchers' average velocities are 95, and Hicks has done better than that. Full count. And so you wonder, in many respects, why batting averages are down around Major League Baseball over the last decade or so. That's one big reason why.
Well, and I think another reason why is guys are swinging for the fences.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hard. So that combination, and then the high fastball.
3-2 pitch and a start. Leadoff walk in a scoreless game. d'Arnaud walks for the 2nd time tonight. And that's how the home 6th begins. Marcell Ozuna coming up, but first a quick message from Delta.
Delta, proud to be the official airline of the 2021 World Champion Atlanta Braves.
Ozuna had an opposite field double just off the glove of Yepez in right his last time up. The Braves have stranded 7. The Cardinals have left 4. We've out hit St. Louis 4-2. We just walked a man. Smart move by Marcell. Wait him out. Make him throw a strike. Oh, what a cut. 102, and he got lumber to it. Amazing.
This is a good matchup right here. Marcell Ozuna loves the fastball, and he is so quick, especially on that inside fastball. We've seen Hicks throw a lot of those sinking 101s, 102. Hopefully Ozuna can drop the head on one of those pitches.
104.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if I would have ever thrown a ball 104 miles an hour, the hitter better swing and miss. Marcell fouled that one off.
He's geared up. He's ready for it.
Just missed it.
We'll do some checking. I wonder if that's the fastest fastball in the game this year. 103.8. Swing and a miss. 103 and sinking. That was filthy. Hicks has 3 strikeouts. 1 on, 1 out, and Adam Duvall coming up.
Watch this ball go down at the end. Oh my goodness.
Man, that's just a tough pitch to try to hit. I mean, had a little sink. You're thinking as a hitter it's going away, and all of a sudden it comes right back across the corner of the plate.
It's like the old Bruce Sutter split finger.
Yeah.
When you look at the average on the sinker, 101.4, that is crazy for a sinker. You see the 4-seam just a mile an hour or 2 faster.
Broken bat, dribbler toward third. Donovan's going to have 1 play, and the peg to first in time. That advances the runner. And now Arcia is coming up with, again, a runner at second and 2 outs.
All I know is that had to hurt. Off the knuckles, 102.
It was another sinker. And Chip, you asked earlier about movement on a baseball. To get a ball to sink, you either have to pronate with the wrist slightly or put more pressure with your index finger and thumb and squeeze it a little bit. Both take miles an hour off the ball to get that sink. 101 plus as a sinker is crazy.
First pitch swing on the ground towards short. Sosa has it, and that will retire the side. The Braves are 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position through 6 scoreless innings.
Good Spencer Strider was. Will Smith is going to replace him now. We know how good this bullpen has been. And when you look at the bullpen, they don't necessarily have defined roles. So I was able to talk to Jesse Chavez about that today. And I kind of asked him just what makes this bullpen so special and why have they been so successful when they don't necessarily have defined roles. And basically what he says, they play a game of lottery, trying to guess who is going in what spots are going to go in. He said that kind of keeps them fresh and keeps the guys where they aren't surprised and they're always ready to go. He also mentioned that how essential it is that there's no ego down in that bullpen and they all just want to win and contribute in different ways.
Well, Will Smith has made some great contributions for the Braves, and again, to our point earlier tonight, the challenge for the Cardinals is to go from Spencer Strider's 100 miles an hour to Will Smith, his fastball breaking ball combination. And Atlanta's bullpen all year long has been awesome. The relief crew is beating the pressure. That's brought to you by Coors Light.
Well, you got to like the low home runs allowed number and the strikeouts per innings pitched. Very, very strong. I love what Nick Green said about the unselfishness of the guys down in the bullpen. That makes for a great team out there. They like family, and they're getting the job done on the field.
First pitch swing by Nolan Gorman. That's fouled away. Dylan Carlson has grabbed the bat. He's in the on-deck circle. He'll bat for Lars Nootbaar next. Strider was brilliant. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, a career high 12 strikeouts, including the first 9 outs of his game via strikeout. He threw 100 pitches. 69 strikes. Fly ball hammered toward the gap in left. Duvall won't get that. That's going to one hop off the warning track. And Nolan Gorman with an opposite field double, lefty-lefty, gets the 7th inning started for St. Louis.
Well, if I'm a Cardinal hitter, I'm smiling. No more Strider. Gorman just leaned on that fastball.
So Will Smith in the 7th inning soup with Dylan Carlson coming up. Carlson takes strike 1. 37,756 is the attendance tonight. The Braves are over 1.7 million customers on the year. Albert Pujols is on deck. He will bat next. Carlson tried to do the right thing. Pops that out of play to the right. It's 0-2.
How about Albert Pujols? Last game here in Atlanta. Was honored before the game. Donation to his foundation. How about the peaches?
And the peanuts.
Bucket of peaches and peanuts.
He's going to have trouble carrying those on the plane.
2 strikes for Carlson, pinch hitting. Little pop into shallow left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Arcia recovers, and it's a bloop single for Carlson, and St. Louis has him first and third, nobody out. So as Brian mentioned, Albert Pujols will get a big cheer. His last appearance in Atlanta. This is what took place before the game. Our T-Mobile coverage cam. Peaches, peanuts, and a nice donation to the Albert Pujols Family Foundation. They do such great work assisting families and those with Down syndrome, trying to improve living conditions in the Dominican Republic. And this will be Albert's last season in the major leagues and his last appearance with the Cardinals here in Atlanta. 449 homers with St. Louis and a .326 career average with the Redbirds. Swing and a miss. We've seen Pujols hit a time or two in the series, Brian, and that's the pitch that's given him some trouble.
Yeah, you got to keep it soft. Hopefully get him out in front. But just to add on to Pujols, I mean, the things that he does off the field impresses me most. I mean, I've attended a couple of his events with Down syndrome kids, and this is a guy that goes to the prom with Down syndrome kids and dances and have fun and just puts smiles on their face. And you got to love that out of Pujols. Not just a great player, first ballot Hall of Famer, but more so for what he does off the field.
And so poetic that he comes back to St. Louis, where his career started as a 21-year-old kid.
Yep.
Now 42 years young is Albert. In a scoreless game, the pitch. Scorched into left field. That's caught on a line. Late tag. Runner coming home. Here's the throw. It is going to be off target. Smith unable to back up cleanly. Cardinals take the lead on a sac fly. As Nolan Gorman comes home, Albert Pujols picks up RBI number 2,168, and St. Louis has struck first.
Albert just doing a good job, knowing the situation. He has to put the ball in play. Drives it out to left field. Good try by Duvall. He got rid of it quick.
He did.
The ball just tailed on him. Yep.
Hit that grass on the infield and died.
So St. Louis has broken through. Edmundo Sosa is the hitter. Cardinals cash in the leadoff double.
Sacrifice fly.
Hits are even 4 apiece. And the Cardinals lead 1-0. Sosa trying to win a spot in the Olympic hammer throw squad. Came up empty. It's 0-2.
I was just going to say, I don't know if I've seen one thrown that far.
Yeah, but the bad part about this, he threw the bat and we got a pass ball. And Carlson moves up to third base.
So now a spot where a little more contact and the Cardinals could add to their lead.
Infield in, shaded to pull on the left side.
Looped out of play, foul, and Sosa will see another here. In the Braves half of this inning, it'll be Harris, Acuna, and Swanson. Got to limit them to 1 if you can, the way Hicks is throwing tonight. See if he continues. And there's a good start. Will gets the second out. Sosa expands his strike zone. He is out number 2.
So we talked about all the Strider strikeouts. Will Smith climbing the ladder with that good fastball. That was a big out right there with the runner on third. Keep that lead at 1.
So Austin Romine, the final hope for the Cardinals. Runner at third, 2 outs. Romine has struck out twice. Infield backs up, normal depth. And Romine takes a strike. Good stop. Hope you'll stick around for the stretch. That's presented by Georgia Natural Gas. That will follow Will Smith finishing off the Cardinals in the 7th as Albert Pujols has the lone RBI in the game. A line drive sacrifice fly to left.
That was a good stop by Darnell. Carlson is getting a big lead off at third base.
So Smith ahead 1-2. And ready to make his 15th pitch. 13 strikes out of the 14 pitches Will has thrown in the inning.
BJ talking about that lead. When you're a lefty, your back is faced to the base runner and you can't always see that runner.
Little pop over the Braves dugout. We'll try again. 1 ball 2 strikes. Will Smith brought on in this 7th inning with 3 straight left-handed bats on the lineup card for the Cardinals. Gorman led off with a double. Then Carlson and Pujols were pinch hitters. Now the right-hand hitting catcher Romine, the final hope, down in the count. And the pitch.
Romine fouling off those fastballs, waiting for that curveball.
Big left-hander ready. Here it comes. Another nice stop. 2-2. Brendan Donovan, another left-hand hitter, is on deck, but don't want to prolong this inning any longer than you have to.
Tell you what, this is when you know you trust your catcher. Will Smith being able to throw those balls down in the dirt, trying to get a chase, but knowing Darno will block it gives you more confidence to throw that pitch.
Here it is. And quite the battle here. Romine's going to see yet another from Will Smith. This will be an 8-pitch sequence.
Paul, I'm waiting for the curveball. I'm fouling off your fastballs.
You want to call? Slider in right here. The same one he threw to Arenado a couple days ago.
Don't hit him. Don't throw it by the catcher.
I think they're going fastball in.
The pitch. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Leadoff double, single sac fly. The Cardinals have drawn first blood in Game 4 of the series. Albert Pujols, a future Hall of Famer, gives the Cardinals the lead. It's time to stretch at Truist Park.
The Stretch is brought to you by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life.
Welcome into The Stretch, presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Trevor Scales, Peter Moreland, outside kicking it on the battery with you. And the mustaches were out today for a reason, Peter. Spencer Strider getting the start, and of course just cashes in on a casual 9 strikeouts to start his day. He was phenomenal.
That's exactly the description I would have used. He was phenomenal. He was lights out. The fastball was working. Whatever situation we put this kid in, he excels at. And I tell you what, the mustache is real. The quads are real. And if you go to that clubhouse right now and ask the Cardinals, this stuff is absolutely real. This kid was electric. They had no chance first time through. He was almost just at will whiffing them, and then he went, you know what, let's go second time through and mix in a few breaking balls, maybe let them make some contact, lull them into a false sense of security, and then come with the heat to finish him off to the back end of the inning. What an outstanding performance by him, who's learning every single time he goes out there on the job as a big leaguer. He's just impressing me no end with every step he takes.
12 strikeouts on the day is a brand new young career high for the quad god. We got some more Braves baseball on the other side of a quick word from our friends at Georgia Natural Gas.
Ready to play ball with a new gas company? Georgia Natural Gas knocks it out of the park with simple service and great rates. And when it comes to helping the environment, GNG's Greener Life program makes it as easy as paying your gas bill. Sign up with a home team today at gng.com.
1-0 St. Louis. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Nice job, fellas, with the stretch. There's a whole host of changes for the Cardinals defensively here as St. Louis goes to its bullpen yet again. The good news is Jordan Hicks and his 104-mile-an-hour fastball is out of the game. Giovanni Gallegos is on for the 30th time. He's had good control, almost. Well, he does have a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio here for the Cardinals in 2022. Fans, get your phones ready to scan the Coors Light Check Into Chill QR code. That is coming up soon. And we will set the St. Louis defense for you now. Brendan Donovan is now in left field for St. Louis. Dylan Carlson stays in the game to play center. In the infield, Edmundo Sosa is at third base. Tommy Edman is the shortstop. So Gallegos will face Harris, Acuna, and Swanson. Hey, the Braves are a bloop and a blast away from taking the lead, so you can live with one. Let's see what Michael can do against Gallegos. He leads the Cardinals with 9 saves. He's pitching the 7th inning tonight with this part of the Atlanta lineup coming up. Right over the top. And Michael fouls that back. Strike one.
In 93, which is an average fastball in the big leagues. Looks like a changeup after seeing Jordan Hicks.
It bounces up there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, let's see what the Braves hitters can do when they don't have to face 100, 102.
One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Michael didn't get that. He's down to his last strike.
Nice changeup right there.
That is chopped foul. And the Braves have not yet scored a run against the Cardinals bullpen in this series. If they want to win tonight, they've got to score at least 2. And let's see if Harris can get something started, as Money Mike is on the mound for the Cardinals. Swing, fly ball, well hit center. Carlson on his horse, still going. That ball is gone. Michael Harris with a lightning bolt ties this game. That's money.
That is some money. I love it. The young kid comes through once again in the clutch, ties this ball game. And man, we questioned his power early when he came up. He was just trying to put the ball in play. Talking about getting comfortable, lifting that leg up, getting that front foot down in time. And that's the power that he produces. We've seen it over and over again. He just continues to impress me, Paul.
He's counting stacks right there. Money Mikey. The green shoes are electric.
That's his first homer. And on a 1-2 pitch, Michael Harris ties the game at 1 apiece with his 6th home run, 20 RBIs, and new life here at Truist Park. Game tied at 1.
He picked a good time for his first homer.
Yeah.
So here's Ronald. He hits one on the ground toward third. Long throw, low throw, dug out. Sosa with the peg. And Acuna is 0 for 4 tonight, 1 away. So as we promised, take out your phones, Braves Country. Scan this QR code on your screen for a shot at winning the check into Chill. Coors Light is pricing out the ultimate Braves experience, treating you and a guest to a Coors Light decorated hotel room located in the Battery, Atlanta, and tickets to a Braves game. So we've got our first run against the Cardinals pen. How about one more? Dansby Swanson, the hitter. He's reached twice. Kind of liking the count in the stacks coming around third base.
Yeah, that was cool. With the green
clever.
shoes, you got to love it. Headband, green shoes. He's starting to feel good in the big leagues, Paul.
I like it. Very creative, artistic person.
No balls, one strike.
Also like Strider, not overwhelmed at this big stage right out of the gate. Does a lot of things well, is patient, doesn't chase, doesn't try to do too much, plays good defense, has a great arm, can run, hit for power, hit for average, can hit the ball to all fields. Usually the youngest player in the major leagues can't do all of those things.
0-2 for Dansby. And he went fishing. Gallegos got him to swing and miss. There's the second out of the inning. And Matt Olson, the batter. Matt's 1 for 3. Darren O'Day is going to come on and face the Cardinals in the 8th, it would appear. And here's Olson. Braves are a swing away from taking the lead, perhaps. Let's see if Matt can do that. Big pull shift on for the Braves first baseman.
Wow, I'm not sure about that pitch. That was off the plate.
Matt looking for his first July homer. His last one came up in Philadelphia against the Phillies. 0-1. This is such a big part of the Braves offense. We've talked about it all year long. When this team hits home runs, they're as good as anybody. And they're getting production home run wise everywhere in this lineup. Now the Braves have 127 home runs on the year.
And how about this? We got 7 players double digits already in home runs. That's amazing in itself.
So to Paul's point earlier about balance in the lineup, it's not just the 3-4 guys slugging away and hitting 30 apiece in the middle of a lineup. Everybody is in scoring position in the batter's box for Atlanta in the first half of this year. The 1-2 pitch. This guy's delivery is so much like Ian Anderson, like the old Iron Mike, right over the top. Very deceptive, but one mistake to Harris, and that tied the game. The 1-2 pitch pushed him off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Paul, I'm still amazed how Matt Olson hits with his hands out so far. And it's that slow rhythm. His timing almost has to be perfect.
Well, and he started doing that in the big leagues in Oakland, similar to Michael Harris, who changed when he got up here.
But it's a difference having those hands inside and nice and soft and relaxed, but having it way outside. That's just amazing to me, the bat speed that he gets from that.
You have to get back to that hitting position.
Right, and he does. You know, he gets those hands out there, but he slowly closes that front shoulder and gets the hands back.
Full count pitch, game tied 1 apiece. And off the netting into the Braves dugout.
Yeah, if I see hands there, I'm instantly trying to pitch you in until you can prove to me that you can get your hands back in position and hit that ball. But he covers in and away well.
Olson far and away leads the club in walks with 45 of them. As we said, a lot of damage against lefties. This man on the mound, a right-handed pitcher. As he's fighting hard with Gallegos, the 8th pitch of the sequence is on the way. And strike 3. Olson didn't like that strike zone. But Michael Harris II hit a solo home run to lead off the inning. Yeah, Money Mike made it rain. Cardinals 1-0 lead evaporated on that blast to center. We go to the 8th, new game. This game's had a little bit of everything and a lot of great pitching. Plenty of high-octane fastballs. Some excitement from Michael Harris II. A solo homer has this game tied. 37,000 plus on hand as you look in live on our Xfinity live look cam. Darren O'Day, the next Braves pitcher. He will face the top of the St. Louis order after that young man got this game tied. The Braves are trying to sweep the Cardinals in a 4-game series. Brendan Donovan leads off. Last time the Braves swept 4 games from the Cardinals, it was 1997. They played at Turner Field. 4 starters in that series. Might have heard of them. Maddox, Smoltz, Glavine, and Denny Nagel. No balls and a strike for Brendan Donovan, who's hitless. And right over that golden bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braves have a shift for the left-hand hitter, and that's popped up foul. And into the seats by Brendan Donovan, who's now the left fielder for the Cardinals. He started the game at third base. Darren O'Day has thrown 3 straight scoreless appearances, all of them an inning or more. For the Braves, we're still without Kenley Jansen, who's hoped to be back early next week. Swing and a miss. Donovan didn't get that. He's down on strikes. 15 strikeouts of the Cardinals in this game by the Braves staff.
Gotta love the arm angle. Submarine, upshoot, spinner, away. Too late. I love that we've shown you 102 from the right side. Will Smith from the left side. Now we're going back to the right side, but it's below the waist.
Be wary of this man. Juan Yepez has had some good at-bats in this series. He had a hard hit single against Strider. That was the hardest ball hit against Spencer in his 6 brilliant innings tonight. And that just missed the outside corner. Braves need to win tonight to keep pace with the Mets. They're on their way at home against Miami. It's the Mets 10, Marlins nothing. As they open a series with the Fish. Here it's 1-1. Pull a string, even count.
O'Day has been just in a zone his last few outings. It's like he found something.
One pitch. That's on the ground. That is a foul ball. And Yepez back to the plate. It's 1-2. Braves do such a great job of mixing in historical notes, current event notes on their players. Here's one on Darren O'Day that might catch your fancy. His .258 career ERA ranks 11th best in history among players with as many innings as he has thrown. In fact, Darren O'Day's career ERA is better than that of Cy Young.
Oh my, you would never know that.
Popped up. And Matt Olson has plenty of room in fair territory, now in foul ground. And that's the second out. Paul Goldschmidt, the hitter, will expand on Cy Young when we come back, Brian.
But now let's have a quick message from Landmark.
Hi friends, I'm Chip Carey, in between innings for Landmark More. Landmark's hitting it out of the park every day. That's why they're #1, because nobody beats the Giant. Nobody.
Cy Young was so good they named the top pitchers award after him in Major League Baseball. And now Paul Goldschmidt is 1 for 3. He stands in with 2 outs.
And if you were a young pitcher in high school, in college, who was turned down, just remember Darren O'Day walked on at the University of Florida, throwing 88 miles an hour, BJ.
Well, he was over the top, though, wasn't he, when he started out?
He was, but you know, sometimes you wouldn't even get a D2 scholarship throwing that now. Everybody throws so hard, but my point is he cared, worked hard, wanted it, as you indicated, changed his arm angle, figured it out, and now has a better ERA than Cy Young.
That sounds like our colleague, Peter Moreland, started out over the top, made some adjustments down low.
What a great story that is. Peter, I'm waiting for the movie. Let's go.
3 balls, no strikes. And they pitch around Goldschmidt, but now you've got Arenado back to back. So a 2-out walk. Goldschmidt aboard for the second time. Arenado has walked and popped out twice. When we get to the 8th inning, Riley, Darno, and Ozuna are coming up for the Braves, and what's been a great game tonight. Spencer Strider, a career high 12 strikeouts. Jordan Hicks came in throwing 103 for the Cardinals, and that man tied it up with a leadoff home run to straightaway center, his first homer at Truist Park. The Braves do shift on Nolan, but we have seen him spoil pitches and hit it the other way. One ball, no strikes. I'm guessing that's kind of a pick your poison defensive alignment. If he's willing to sacrifice himself and hit a single rather than try to split a gap or hit a homer, you take that, don't you?
The Braves have done their job. That's the part about the analytics that you can appreciate. They want to take away your strengths. And for power hitters, if they hit a single, you're okay with that.
Do not give in here. Lee is throwing in the bullpen, lefty on deck. I like that throw over.
Gives Lee a couple more tosses. O'Day's faced the requisite 3 hitters. So you have the option of lefty-lefty if Nolan Arenado keeps the inning alive. We'll see how it plays out. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner goes. The pitch, a strike. The throw to second is a little late. And Paul Goldschmidt surprises everybody with a stolen base. So that changes the calculus for the moment, because a hit could break the tie. And now you have first base open. But do you want righty-righty, or do you want to go Lee and Nolan Gorman?
I might be putting my 4 fingers out right now.
4th steal for Goldschmidt. 2 balls and a strike. So Brian Snitker says, yeah, go ahead and put him on. Don't waste time. I've always wondered why teams do that. If you're going to pitch around the guy, there's always a chance of a mistake.
Yep.
Take away the doubt. If you're going to walk him, go ahead and walk him. And now that Lee is ready, Brian Snitker will go out and get him. and go with the lefty-lefty matchup. And Nolan Gorman coming up. So a couple of walks with 2 outs. Darren O'Day's evening is done. We're still tied in the 8th.
Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. The Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Yellowwood. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
A 439-foot home run has tied this game for the Braves. Now Dylan Lee will come in. And he'll get after Nolan Gorman. Lefty versus lefty. Lee has been a revelation birdie out of the Braves bullpen.
Absolutely. Look at the walks to strikeouts per innings pitch. That's fantastic. You want to bring somebody in these situations where you know you're going to get strikes and has the ability to strike out that hitter. He does both.
Last time up, though, Gorman, lefty-lefty, hit a double off Will Smith. That scored the first run of the game. Will did a nice job of getting out of further trouble with a sac fly and then 2 strikeouts to end the inning. Now Lee inherits 2 base runners. Back-to-back walks, one of them intentional. And with 2 outs, he faces Nolan Gorman, who's batting .254 on the year.
And you're right, he can hit lefties, so this isn't a gimme by any means. But I do like the matchup better than Arenado, one of the best hitters in the league.
I like to see Dansby hold Goldie close to that second base. So if he does get a hit, he don't get a good jump.
In the dirt. And the lefty-lefty advantage goes to the pitcher till you fall behind in the count, and you've got a right-hand hitter, Dylan Carlson, waiting on deck. So don't waste this opportunity, Dylan. End this threat here and turn things back over to the middle of the order for the Braves in the 8th inning. There you go. Good live fastball at 93. O'Day hoping Dylan Lee can pick him up. So's this big crowd. Now advantage to the Cardinals with 2 outs and a full count. Goldschmidt and Arenado will get a head start. Braves want to see that man leading off the 9th. The runners lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Dylan Lee slams the door shut. Another Cardinal strikeout. Middle of the order coming up for the Braves. Tie game at 1. InstaView with Craft Ice. Rock all occasions. And by NASCAR. Get your tickets online for NASCAR in Atlanta July 10th at AtlantaMotorspeedway.com. Money Mike cashed in with a solo home run, the longest of his young big league career. That's why we're tied 1 apiece. To the home 8th we go in a 1-1 game. Boy, oh boy, Dylan Lee with a huge out. Junior Fernandez is going to come on and pitch for the Cardinals against Riley, Darno, and Marcell Ozuna. The Braves' annual A-List Appreciation Weekend has grown into an A-List Appreciation Week thanks to all the support from members. A-List members get the best tickets at the best prices and get special perks like exclusive access to the new A-List member gate in left field, complimentary bobbleheads, premier event invites, and so much more. To learn how you can become a member, visit braves.com/A-list, and you could be celebrating A-List Appreciation Week with us next year. Junior Fernandez, 7 games, a 0 ERA. Time to change that.
Can't get any better as far as those numbers. Fernandez, 2-seam, 4-seam slider change. This is a great baseball game.
How about Raleigh? Let's see him ambush him on his first pitch. 7 home runs on first pitch. Tied for first in the major leagues. Let's jump on him right here, Raleigh.
He tried to.
Yes, he did.
Fernandez joins Kevin Gossman and Shohei Ohtani as the only big league pitchers with a 0 ERA since June 22nd. That's good company. A little low.
A little quick pitch right there.
2 sliders out of the gate, too.
He did that to Ozuna the other night, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
You got to be aware of that. Riley is 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And a shot over the netting foul.
Now, when you see a pitcher like that, that quick pitches you got to get in that box early and be ready. You can't sit there and play with your gloves because that pitcher is ready to throw the ball.
Went quick again and missed badly outside to even the count.
I like it. It's
I do
deceiving.
too.
Yeah.
Base is empty for Austin Riley. The pitch on the ground and through, a base hit. That's how you start the 8th. You get a run, take the lead, and get after the bottom of the Cardinals order. And Riley has his first hit of the game. 6 hits in the series. He has always hit well against the Cardinals.
Take that with your quick pitch.
There you go. A slider, too.
As we've told you, Travis d'Arnaud loves to swing at the first pitch. He's very successful. Came in hitting .500 on the first pitch. He's been patient tonight with a couple of walks. And right there, 99 at the bottom of the zone. Again, this Cardinal bullpen, Fernandez, Hicks, Gallegos, Helsley, all upper 90s arms. Not an easy task. The 0-1. Oliver Marmol and the Cardinals have lost 4 in a row. They're trying to stay within reach of the Milwaukee Brewers, who lead the division in the National League Central. A ball and a strike for the Atlanta catcher. Shot the other way. Nice pick at second. There's one. And a first, a double play. That is one thing the Cardinals do exceptionally well. Turn double plays. And d'Arnaud tried to hit the ball the other way. Couldn't get it out of reach of Gorman, who starts a beautiful double play for the second out.
And how about this? Gorman, known for being a third baseman, makes the adjustment to play second base. Good play there for him.
Saw that big hole on the right side, too. That was a great camera angle. d'Arnaud trying to play ABC baseball.
Yeah, great try by Travis.
Yeah.
Ozuna, a 4th inning double, highlights his night. Let's see if he can go yard here. And does a little extra leg kick. See that? Tried to deceive Marcel and missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
You've heard my partner BJ talk about playing against your old team. Come on, Marcel.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. 2-0.
I think I would walk off the mound too if I'm Fernandez, not getting that strike called.
Nate Tomlinson behind the plate tonight. 2-0 pitch. 3-0. I would assume he's got the green light.
No question about it. Fastball hitter. 3-0 count. You're expecting a fastball right down the middle.
Let's see if he gets it. Outfield straightaway and deep for Marcel. The 3-0. Missed badly high. And with 2 outs, Marcel's aboard for the second time. That'll bring up Adam Duvall. So before Adam tries to break the tie, let's enjoy a quick message from Zaxby's.
Fried chicken salad under 600 calories with the dressing? You better believe it. Only at Zaxby's.
Mike Maddox, Oliver Marmol discussing strategy. Maddox, the St. Louis pitching coach. Now the entire Cardinal infield, excepting Paul Goldschmidt, wants to discuss what to do with Adam Duvall here. Adam's got 10 homers. As BJ said, one of the 7 Braves in double digits in long balls here. And looks like St. Louis is going to take down Fernandez as Oliver Marmol comes out. Single, double play, and walk. And the Braves will see a 5th Cardinal pitcher in Game 4 of this series. Lights are out. We'll see if St. Louis's bullpen gets lit up with Adam Duvall. We're tied 1-1 in Game 4. To the age of 14, Kids Club members get access to exclusive events, including the upcoming Kids Club Day on Sunday, July 24th. To find out more about the fun-filled day and how to become a Kids Club member, go to Braves.com/Kids Club. Adam Duvall, the scheduled hitter for the Braves, he's going to be taken down. Eddie Rosario is going to pinch hit against Ryan Helsley, another triple-digit reliever for the Cardinals, who leads all of their bullpensmen with 32 2/3 innings so far in the year.
Again, little league numbers. You see the ERA, strikeouts way above innings pitched.
How about last night? Got a change up in the zone, and Rosario had to feel good about his first home run of the year. After surgery, getting that first home run out of the way, hopefully he can start getting hot.
Well, Helsley gave up a 2-out, 2-run homer to the Marlins in his last June appearance. Maybe he can give up one here to the Braves on July the 7th.
Lefties are 3 for 22 off that fastball. His slider is also very, very good. Righties, he's only given up 1 hit all year off that pitch, is why they brought him in to face Duvall.
No balls and a strike for Eddie Rosario. Runner at first, Osuna, swing and a miss. Fernandez gave up a single, a walk, got a double play turned behind him. As this game very late in Atlanta, it has been a classic between the Braves and Cardinals, tied at 1. Spencer Strider, if you're just joining us, started and set a new career high with 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. He's the 3rd Braves pitcher with 11 or more strikeouts in back-to-back starts, and the first rookie to do it. John Smoltz and Warren Spahn, the other 2. Michael Harris has hit a home run to tie the game. Albert Pujols, a sac fly for the Cardinals, has accounted for their run. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Helsley takes care of Rosario, and this game will go to the 9th inning. Braves 1, Cardinals 1 in Game 4. Down tomorrow. Our coverage starts at 6:30 Eastern on Valley Sports Southeast and the Valley Sports app. Brian, it's always exciting when we get to the Friday night showdown.
no question about it. I'm looking forward to it, especially against the Nationals, the team is struggling a little bit. Hopefully we can take advantage of them.
Friday Night Showdown presented by Kaiser Permanente as Eddie Rosario stays in the game to play left field. The other change for the Braves, A.J. Minter will come on and face the 6, 7, 8 hitters for St. Louis in the ninth. First man up is Dylan Carlson, who came on in the 7th inning and had a pinch hit single.
Opponents 9 for 14 on first pitches from Minter.
Not that time though. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin Riley at third for the Braves, hugging the line. They shade Carlson around toward right in the Braves outfield, and it's Rosario, Harris, and Acuna left to right in the pasture after 8. A.J. Minter has pitched scoreless ball in 4 of his last 5 outings. Picked up the save here on July 6th. His second save of the year for the Braves. We'll hope to get Kenley Jansen back during the Mets series. Tonight the relief corps: Will Smith, Darren O'Day, Dylan Lee, and now A.J. Minter following Spencer Strider. The Braves staff tonight has struck out 16 St. Louis hitters through 8 innings. Smoked and over the glove of Arcia. Dylan Carlson is 2 for 2 off the bench. That was loud. And the go-ahead run is aboard for St. Louis. And Tommy Edman, the hitter.
Carlson looking fastball there, got one out over the outside part of the plate. Just looking to get a base hit to get on first to start this inning off for the Cardinals.
One reason why the St. Louis offense has been stuck in the sand is Tommy Edman. He has had a rough patch of late. He's 4 for 25 on the road trip for the Cardinals. See how they play it. Fast runner at first, fast man in the box. And fouled away, strike 1. You are at the bottom part of the lineup, so in the old days, BJ, you'd think about a bunt. They've already used their bench pretty liberally to pinch hit.
Sure did. Pujols is gone.
And when's the last time you said a St. Louis Cardinal team halfway through the season has 3 sacrifice bunts as a team?
Surprising. Then again, it's not surprising in
different
today's game. Yeah,
different game. As Edman behind in the count, Riley even with the bag at third. As Minter throws to first casually.
But I would think if you're going to do it, this would be the right time. You just lost 3 games. You're struggling a little bit offensively. I would really take the chance of sacrificing Carlson over to second base.
Edman does have one of those sacrifices for the Cardinals. And again to first. Carlson at first base is 4 for 4 in stolen base, but as A.J. Minter staring at him as a left-handed reliever. No balls and a strike. And an even count. This game has been a strikeout laden game, and that shows you the value of strikeout pitching in a game like this in the postseason. No contact.
Yeah, and you said it. I mean, this Cardinal bullpen has been terrific. You know what you're going to get out of that bullpen. Triple digits, throwing strikes. Nice slider coming in.
By my count, 26 combined strikeouts in the game, and most of them have come when there were runners on base. These teams have combined to leave 16 runners. Contact has been tough with the high 90s, 100-mile-an-hour heat. As Minter readies with a 1-2 count and again to first.
Well, the Braves had that opportunities. 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And that's not like the Braves.
And their best chance was in the 4th inning. 2 on, nobody out, couldn't push across the first run. But a home run got it tied, and that's where we stand. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Edman putting up a fight here. He'll see a 5th pitch. Minter's got good velo tonight. He's pumping 96, 98 mile-an-hour octane.
This would be a good time to hit and run. Edman, good contact hitter. Speed of Carlson.
Do you like hit and runs when a guy, let's say you're at first, a guy struggling at the plate? Does that help him or hurt him when you're going like Edman is right now?
Well, you know, back in the day, playing under Tony La Russa,
sure,
he would make you do that just so you get set your sights back to being patient, shortening your swing, putting the ball in play. It forces you to do that, and sometimes that gets you back on track.
Pitch number 6 is on the way. Swing and a miss. A.J. Minter takes care of Tommy Edman. 1 on, 1 out. Edman 4 for his last 26. That's the 17th Cardinal hitter down on strikes tonight.
Just a good fastball. Hit me if you can. Up in the zone a little bit. Blowing it right by Edman.
Guys, in a game where we're seeing 100 plus, 97 from the left side is plenty good enough.
Edmundo Sosa is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Romine, the catcher, scheduled next. When we come up in the 9th inning, Arcia, Harris, Acuna, Swanson, the first 4 for the Braves. But you got to get through the 8-9 guys first here in the St. Louis 9th. Braves are double play depth for Sosa, and again a throw to first.
Hopefully get Sosa to roll over on one, get a double play, get out of this inning.
One ball, no strikes.
Sosa's not a home run threat. I would just go and challenge him, Paul.
Absolutely.
Minter ready. Swing and a miss.
There you go, BJ.
That's right. Challenge him with your fastball. Challenge him with your best.
I think there's certain guys where you have to hit your spots. You have to navigate pitch in and out. And then there's stuff, guys, where you come in for 1 inning, you let it eat.
Braves are paying a lot of attention to Dylan Carlson. Edmundo Sosa started at shortstop. Now he's playing third base and is hitless in the game. The pitch.
I mean, it looks like Sosa's timing is off, so I would just stick with that fastball there, Paul. Why would you throw another off-speed pitch to him?
I agree. Not fouling the ball off. Doesn't seem to be on it yet at all.
So a big pitch here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Short lead at first. Here it is. And over the net. We'll try again.
In BJ on pitch selection, that's what I want to see before I go to a breaking ball. I want to see that a guy is starting to time me up. You don't want to go to the well too many times. Once you start to see that, then you can go to another pitch.
Pitch number 16 for Minter here with 1 on, 1 out. Cue shot. Olson's got it. Fires to second for 1. Return to first. Minter late. Sosa's good speed keeps the inning alive. They do get the lead runner, however. And with 2 outs, Austin Romine, the catcher, is coming up. He's the Cardinals' 9th place hitter.
Yeah, I love this play right here by Matt Olson. A lot of guys would panic here and just get the sure out, but getting that speedy Carlson out going to second is important.
And you saw Minter hesitate right there, not wanting to get in the way of Olson's move and throw to second base. Very wise.
So a meeting here. Darno talking with Minter about how to approach Romine, who has the hat trick tonight. He has struck out 3 times.
What is he saying, Paul? Throw the sliders here. He's swinging at everything.
Dansby saying, get me a ground ball.
It's Sosa at first with 2 outs. Bigger lead than Carlson. And up and away, ball 1. Austin Romine, an 11-year big league veteran, trying to fill the shoes of Yadier Molina, who's hurt and up in a big spot here.
Well, Chip, I don't think you can fill those shoes.
That's why I said try.
Oh my. That leads me to the question, do you think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer?
For me, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a no doubter, at least for me. 1 ball, no strikes. Close play. I don't like comparing players of different eras. My benchmark may be a little different, or maybe a little more liberal than many fans would like. I think if you're a great player in the era in which you played, that's when you should go in. But when you stack up Molina's numbers against anybody who's played that position, how could he not be?
Right.
1 ball, no strikes for Austin Romine. Pull the string. Here's a changeup. That's been a big difference-making pitch for Minter. Something to get hitters off his hard stuff. And a perfect time to unfurl that. Backed it up.
Backed it up with another one.
So, Mr. Jordan, you throw 3 in a row. Hasn't timed it yet.
I throw a high fastball, high cheese here, Paul. What do you think?
Man, I don't know. He took 2 pretty futile swings. You got Sosa out with a change. Either works for me.
Minter way ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. 18 Cardinals have struck out in Game 4. Now the Braves have 8-9-1 coming up with a chance to walk off and finish off a 4-game sweep. What a game. 1-1. We head to the bottom of the ninth. With a walk-off win, and that's what the Braves have a chance to do. They have Orlando Arcia, Michael Harris, and Ronald Acuna Jr. coming up in a tie game at 1 apiece.
That would be sweet, Chip. We've seen it plenty of times this year. And last year we saw it over and over again. So hopefully they can continue that and get it going for the rest of the season. And this man right here, Arcia, had a walk-off earlier this year.
Against the Red Sox, hit a home run. And as we said, with Helsley throwing as hard as he is, it's much easier said than done. But if you can beat him to the spot, he's going to provide the power.
That's right. Put the barrel on the bat.
Arcia tonight is 0 for 3. He's hit the ball on the ground 3 times. Braves 1, Cardinals 1, bottom of the ninth. Taken low at 98. Arcia had a second walk-off hit on June the 19th. He's got 5 walk-off hits in his big league career with the Brewers and Braves. Now he's worked the count to 2-1. And now 3 balls and a strike.
A leadoff walk would be nice. It always comes back to haunt closers.
You see Michael Harris, he's on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. Be selective here. Ball 4. Winning runs aboard with nobody out. So Phil Gosselin's going to pinch run for Arcia here.
Wow, that drives a manager crazy. A leadoff walk in the 9th inning of a 1-1 ball game.
So let's see how the Braves play it here. You've got a left-hand hitter up, which might distract the catcher. You've got Gosselin, who's got good wheels at first. And Harris has provided the lone run for Atlanta. He homered to center in the 7th. Good lead at first. And he takes low.
When you look at the Cardinals defense, Sosa playing in, expecting a sacrifice bunt here. We don't have a sacrifice bunt all year, so I don't know why he's playing it.
I'm not sure we work on those anymore.
1 ball, no strikes for Harris. Oh, he swung at a bad ball there, and an even count.
And I mean that in a positive way too, BJ.
Yeah, this is a bat though that you have to take that strike after a walk. Don't be afraid to take one. Count would be 2-0.
Big hole right side if Michael can pull 100 miles an hour. Swing, fly ball, well hit. Curling away from Carlson, still going. Oh, what a grab. Now Gosselin's got a retag. He's around second. Long throw to first is going to be in time. A double play. That ball was headed for the wall in left center, but Dylan Carlson tracked it down to save a run in the game. And Gosselin thought it was over his head. Instead, it's a double play. Wow.
Well, I know you want to be the winning run there, but you got to stop at second base and make sure this ball drops. Phil Gosselin committed too early. That ball was hit hard, but you got speed like Carlson out there. You can't take that chance.
8-6-3 on the double play, but the Cardinals aren't out of the woods yet. They've got a tangle with Acuna, who's looking for his first hit. And Helsley gets ahead with a strike. These two teams are so alike in so many ways when they're healthy, and it starts with defense. They've got a couple of guys out, but that's their primary guy. Carlson just saved the game with a tremendous catch.
And that's a right fielder playing center field because Bader is on the injured list.
So just like that, what looked like a promising start has Acuna behind 0-2. And the inning is over. We're going to extras in Atlanta. Top of the order is coming up for St. Louis, and because Dylan Carlson's catch turned into a double play, we remain tied at 1. Goes to the bullpen yet again. It's Tyler Matzik, who is back healthy for the Braves. Looked good the other night. Matzik missed the last almost 2 months with some inflammation in the shoulder. He says he's good to go, and he will start off the St. Louis 10th with a ghost runner at second base, and the top of the order coming up, starting with Brendan Donovan. The last out was made by Austin Romine, so the last hitter is the man placed at second base. When the Braves come up in the 10th inning, Ronald Acuna Jr. will be that man for Atlanta. What a game.
What a game. Give Carlson a lot of credit, not giving up on that ball and making a great play, keeping the Cardinals in it.
So this is always fun with the ghost runner placed at second base, how big league teams play it. Do you sacrifice it out to get the man at third with this part of the order up? We're about to find out, especially with a lefty-lefty matchup. Donovan. No sign of a bunt. Downstairs, ball 1.
Talked to Tyler Matzik earlier today. He said that his arm felt good bouncing back. He was throwing nice and easy, trying to ease back in, had that big cushion. Guys, 1-1 in the 10th right here. No easing back in anymore.
1 ball, no strikes for Brendan Donovan. Catcher running at second. The pitch is lined into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. And the Cardinals have runners at first and third with nobody out.
That's what Donovan does so well. Cardinals, they love this guy. He puts the ball in plays, not your usual hitter. Guys that have the launch angle. He's a guy that gets on top of balls and hits line drives all over the field. And there, it looked like he just tried to shorten up and get a base hit.
So Yepez, the hitter, he's 1 for 4. A third inning single to go along with 2 strikeouts and a pop out.
You know, Yepez is chomping at the bit. The team that traded me. Get a chance to come up with a big hit to beat you.
It's even 6 apiece. Game even 1 apiece in the run column. The pitch. Fly ball into deep right center, and that's going to be caught. The throw is going to come to Matt Olson, and it's a sacrifice fly for Yepez. Double play still in order. The Cardinals manufacture the go-ahead run. It's 2-1. You live with 1, BJ. 2 makes it a little more tough.
Exactly. Good job of Michael Harris making sure he hits the cutoff man to keep that runner at first base.
That will go down as an unearned run. That's the reward, I guess, for relief pitchers who have the runner placed there by rule, not by their mistake. But it's a run nonetheless, and now Paul Goldschmidt is the hitter. Goldschmidt has reached base twice. He's doubled, walked, and struck out twice. Swings the first one, fly ball toward Harrison center. He's got it. Throw back to first is close and not in time. Matt Olson says check it. Great running catch by Harris to take away a Goldschmidt base hit.
Great jump by Michael Harris on this ball.
And the Braves, I think, are going to challenge this call at first. Wouldn't that be something? If in the last inning for each team we've had a base runner wandered too far away.
I mean, look at the jump by Michael Harris. As soon as he hit that ball, he was sprinting in the gap. I think he got back, got that hand in. But great effort by Michael Harris.
What a difference that kid has made, not just for the Braves offense, but how he has solidified things defensively. In the first couple of weeks, Brian, the ball went up in the outfield. You hoped it was going to be caught. Now you're almost surprised when it's not.
Especially balls in the gap.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, no, not going to discount what Adam Duvall does and did winning the Gold Glove last year, but he does not cover the ground that Michael Harris does.
Call on the field is confirmed. The runner is safe.
So, hey, take a chance, right? You haven't challenged anything, and you might as well make sure. So Donovan safely back, but now there are 2 outs. And Matzik versus Arenado, a couple of former Colorado Rockies squaring off in the 10th inning of a 2-1 Cardinal game.
Matzik's last 2 pitches were 95 miles an hour. I like the health of that arm. I like the fact that it feels good. Guys, does he turn it up here?
Well, that's great to hear. I know his first outing, we were expecting that 95, 96. We didn't see it. So that's definitely a good sign.
And he's throwing easy, too, even that 94, which is plenty good enough. He doesn't look like he's overexerting himself.
One ball, no strikes. 2-1 Cardinals. Fly ball well hit. Arenado will have this one die at the edge of the warning track. And Tyler Matzik does an excellent job. Now it's the Braves' turn. It'll be Ronald Acuna, the ghost runner at first base. Swanson, Olson, Riley to follow. 2-1 score. Well, a game this great, October baseball in July, is befitting a walk-off for Atlanta. Dansby Swanson will go to work first. Acuna will be the ghost runner placed at second base in a 2-1 game. And with Ronald's speed, you get a base hit. You like your chances to get things tied at 2. And getting base hits has not been a problem for Dansby Swanson of late.
Yeah,
62 hits since May the 23rd.
This is when Dansby's at his best. Runners in scoring position, needing that clutch hit.
Dansby has seen Helsley before. He's 1 for 1. That's encouraging. He's got room on the right side to play with. And he shoots one on the ground. Oh, what a play at third by Sosa. And the throw to first for out number 1. Arenado didn't start at third base, but Sosa just made an Arenado-like play to rob Dansby of a hit.
Yes, he did. That ball was crushed. Wow, that's almost stick your glove out and hope it goes in. But this is why they love Sosa. This guy plays great defense at shortstop, third base, second. It doesn't matter. But that was a huge first out.
Matt Olson is the hitter. He's 1 for 4. His 3rd inning single. He has struck out in his other trips. And he's late there. Strike 1. This is a game that's been so good, there's hard to find fault with anything that's happened. The pitching has just been overwhelmingly good for both the Braves and Cardinals tonight. Olsen shoots one to left center field, a base hit. Here comes Reynolds around third. He's going to score. Matt Olson 5 for 5 with runners in scoring position in the series, and the game is tied at 2.
Said it before, Chip. Here he comes. Matt Olson starting to relax in those situations. Driving in huge runs.
And he hits it the other way.
Hits it the other way, putting it in play. Fastball down and away. He kept his head down and went right with that pitch, getting the job done.
So you got it tied. Let's see if Riley can park one. Popped up right side over the Braves dugout and out of play. What a game. Back and forth we go. These longtime National League heavyweights trying to land haymaker after haymaker, and nobody yet has delivered the knockout blow. Maybe Riley's about to do that.
That's so good, Chip, and I don't know in the playoffs if you would see better pitching. This game is as good as I've seen all year long.
No balls into strike. Smoke to right field. That's down for a hit. Olsen around second. He's going to try for third. Here comes the throw. It's off target. Winning run 90 feet away. Another opposite field hit.
Great job by Austin Riley. Fastball away, not trying to do too much. Who needs a home run when you can just keep the line moving? That ball's down and away. Hits it off the end of the bat. He's just so strong. He just makes it look so easy.
And so now the beauty of the game for Atlanta is, with one out, all you need is a fly ball with depth to potentially bring home Olsen and end the game. With that in mind, Mike Maddox is out to bring in the entire Cardinal infield to discuss how they want to face Travis d'Arnaud, who, as we have said, loves the first pitch.
And they also are talking about, hey, if the ball's hit hard, let's try to turn a double play. If it's not, let's get the short out at home. So a lot to discuss if you're Mike Maddox out there.
Remember, the double play that d'Arnaud hit into was exactly what Austin Riley just did. He tried to hit the ball the other way in a run scoring spot. Nolan Gorman just started a beautiful twin killing.
Yep. But now Matt Olson has to get a big lead off of third base.
Infield is in for St. Louis with one out and time called.
And how about d'Arnaud? 37 RBIs as the catcher, leads Major League Baseball right now.
Infield in, outfield in. Fly ball of depth, you win. The pitch. Took a strike. 0-1. Acuna scored the game-tying run. Matt Olson drove him in. He's at third. 2-2 game. Swing and a miss. That was thrown with some anger at 100 miles an hour.
And look, Matt Olson can't get a good lead up at third base because you got Sosa playing so close.
And Helsley looking right at him. So big pitch. d'Arnaud's a little late. He could squirt one between first and second, and we could go home happy. No balls, 2 strikes. He wanted to swing, but held up. Matt Olson 90 feet away, hoping for a sweep. With one out, Helsley ready with his 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chased one out of the zone. Garneau a little too anxious. And that's the second out. Now infield and outfield can back up to normal depth.
Wow, that's not like Garneau. He normally puts the ball in play. Got a little too anxious.
Well, Marcell Ozuna, 4 hits in this series against his former club. Now you need a hit or a defensive mistake, or how about one in the dirt that rattles around behind home plate. First and third, 2 outs. Oh, and on the recoil, Ozuna nails Romine. And he's down. Marcell takes such a big swing, and on that long follow through, the barrel of the bat has hit a lot of catchers this year, and this one sounded very loud, and Romine still stunned.
We've seen it so often with Ozuna, getting that full extension.
Romine says he's all right. No balls and a strike. .25 pitches for Helsley. Huge lead at first. Riley takes off. Ground ball hit towards short. The throw will go to first. Bad throw. And Ozuna tagged out by Goldschmidt. And the Braves settled for the tie in inning number 10. They almost threw it away. So we continue on in Atlanta. Great game, 2-2. Game 4 continues in Atlanta. We go to the 11th. Nolan Arenado is the ghost runner. This time for the Cardinals. Tyler Matzik is back out for another inning of work. Gorman, Carlson are coming up. And Tommy Edman lurking for the Redbirds too. Braves have out hit him 8-6. And on the first pitch, a line drive into right. Arenado played it safe. And the Cardinals, for the second straight inning, get a first pitch swing and a base hit to put them first and third, and nobody out. So a 2-hit game for Gorman. And they've got Nolans at first and third with nobody out. And here's one of the villains, Dylan Carlson, made a great catch. It turned into a double play off the bat of Michael Harris. If he doesn't catch that ball, the Braves walk off.
Great job concentrating on that ball and really giving it your all. I mean, some guys let that ball get off the wall, bounce off the wall, but he went and got it, went a long way.
Braves play halfway on the infield with Dylan Carlson up. And a swing and a miss.
I know one thing, if Bader's watching, he's saying, man, I better hurry up and get healthy.
He's going to get Wally pipped out there, right?
Exactly.
2-2 game, 1 strike for Dylan Carlson. And out of play, Matzik ahead of him, 0-2. We're not yet into DEFCON 1 territory with the bullpens, but we're getting close. Braves have Jackson Stevens, Colin McHugh, and Jesse Chavez available. Chavez has pitched twice in the last couple of days. I'm guessing he's down tonight. That leaves you Jackson Stevens, a long man, after Tyler Matzik works. The 0-2 pitch. And the Cardinals have a decision to make. Can Helsley come out again? Braves will bat in the bottom of the 11th inning. Packy Naughton, who we saw earlier in the series, looked pretty good.
Yeah, pitched very well.
Looks like he'll pitch the bottom half of this inning.
And no, he doesn't throw 100.
That helps.
Shocker.
1-2 count. Sharply hit and off the glove of Gosselin. A run is in. Everybody's going to be safe. Phil had a ways to go to grab that. Just couldn't corral it. And the Cardinals, with back-to-back hits, have retaken the lead. Dylan Carlson off the bench has gone 3 for 3 tonight.
This is a good piece of hitting. This is a ball up and away. Went right with it off the glove of Phil Gosselin. Man. Now you need that ground ball double play.
From Tommy Edman, who is 4 for his last 26, including a 9th inning strikeout. First and second, nobody out. Cardinals lead 3-2. Now let's see if Edman missed a sign. The Cardinals only have 3 sacrifice bunts this year. I think Edman, I said, has one of them. They want to stay out of that double play that Brian and the rest of Braves country is hoping for here. Let's see if he bunts now. Riley a step close at the third base bag. No bunt. Ball 1.
I like that call right there. The easiest pitch to bunt is a curveball. The hardest is the fastball up or the fastball on the inside corner with that 0-1 count. I love the attack.
Tommy Edman. 2 on. Nobody out. The pitch. Stroked into right field. That's right at Ronald. Tried to deke the runner. And the throw is going to be over the head of the cutoff man. Luckily, no further advance. Productive out for Edman. That chases Gorman to third. Double play, though, still in order. And there's out number 1.
Yeah, I think Acuna let that ball get away from him. He was trying to hit the cutoff man in Dansby.
When he missed it in the light a little bit, he struggled to see, and I think he got on his back foot instead of getting his momentum behind it.
Yeah, he kind of blinded by the light getting down. And here's where you just got to give in. You know, if you're struggling with the light, don't take the chance. Just throw it into second base, keep the double play in order. But I guess when you got a strong arm like that, you take your chances.
Edmundo Sosa is hitless tonight. Sosa has struck out a couple of times. And you can live with one, because you'll have the ghost runner yourself in the bottom half of the inning. No balls and a strike. Well, I love the fact that Matzik's fastball looks as crisp as it does, Brian. That's really reassuring for everybody.
Easy 94 right there. And I'm quite sure Brian Snitker and the crew does not want to see Matzik out for a second inning, but you really have no choices.
No balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out, and Sosa spikes the bat in frustration. High cheese gets him.
95 miles an hour up, guys. I'm not going to proclaim that he's back, but my gosh, that's a good sign. Always so good in those clutch situations. You talked about the fastball. Also seen some good breaking balls tonight. Can he get out of it?
Well, he's got Austin Romine up, who has struck out 4 times in this game. He scored a run as the ghost runner, and remember, he got conked on the head a minute ago from Marcell Ozuna. Maybe he's seeing stars here in the 11th inning. I know we are. This has been a great game.
It has.
I'm sure we'll see more of them in our next matchup with the Cardinals in late August up at Busch Stadium. 2 on, 2 out. On the ground, Dansby has it, flips to second. Great job by Matzek. 2 tremendous innings. He limits the damage. Cardinals take a 3-2 lead, and the Braves will have the ghost runner try to get it even or walk it off in extras next.
Up. Braves, bottom of the 11th. Can they do it? But I got to take a look at that Matzek last out. And this is Paul, pitcher's instinct here. Matzek did a great job. Ball hit right back in the middle. Watch him get that glove back out of the way and allow his infielders to work. If he hits that ball off the glove, different game right now. 4-2. Did an excellent job, both pitching and letting that ball go.
You mean pitching and not fielding?
Exactly.
And we've seen that great behind the back play from him a couple of times, so he can catch the ball. I agree with you. Let Dansby have it.
Let Dansby have it.
So this is Packy Naughton. He pitched here on the 5th of July and was excellent. 2 1/3 innings of 1 hit, 3 strikeout ball. The Braves will have Ozuna at second base representing the tying run, and Atlanta will go to its bench. And with a left-hander on the hill, they can bring William Contreras out to hit. So Contreras will hit for Rosario here.
Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? That number 10?
Those are Williams' numbers on the year. 10 homers on the season. How about number 11 in inning number 11?
That
send
would
us
be
home
nice.
happy. A hit gets you tied, you think. The pitch. And he went after the first one. We saw Contreras hit a line drive homer here, Brian, right inside the foul pole to the first row of the Chop House seats.
Well, they're doing him a favor, throwing him away, because his strength is right center field.
No balls and a strike. And inside corner. Pretty pitch. Cardinals trying to keep Ozuna close at second. As Packy Naughton. He's got a nice arm. Pitch. And on the ground, that won't advance the runner. Had him reaching, and he's out by a step. 1 away in the 11th inning. Now Phil Gosselin is the hitter. Phil came on as a pinch runner in the 9th inning. And overran the second base bag on that great catch by Dylan Carlson and was doubled up.
Well, one way to make up for it, come up with a big hit right here.
There you go. He's got plenty of room on the right side. Goldschmidt way off the line. 3-2 St. Louis, 11th inning. Michael Harris is waiting on deck, and we've told you all night how good he has been against left-handed pitching. He's coming up after Gosselin. The pitch. Strike. Plenty to break down on Braves Live after Game 4. fly ball center, but no depth to that. And the Braves are down to their last out. And Michael Harris is coming up. Well, if Harris can deliver a hit, you got a chance to tie it. If Harris can reach, then you've got Acuna ready to go against a left-handed pitcher. That is, unless the Cardinals make a change. Let's see how things turn out. Michael has hit the ball on the button the last 2 times up.
Well, we saw him come through in the clutch in Cincinnati, down 3-2.
On the ground to second on the first pitch, and the St. Louis Cardinals avoid a sweep. This was a classic Major League game. Braves fall 3-2 in 11 innings, but Brian win the series 3-1.
Yeah, great series for the Atlanta Braves. Great pitching outing. Starters did great all series. Strider was unbelievable today. And how about this? 19 strikeouts against the Cardinal hitters. Excellent job. But give credit where credit is due. Good job on the other end. The bullpen of the Cardinals really did a great job and did the Braves hitters in.
The story of the night for the Braves was Spencer Strider. The man with the golden shoes was awesome. 12 strikeouts, a career high. He became the 3rd Brave pitcher with back-to-back games of 11 or more strikeouts, joining Warren Spahn and John Smoltz. And we hope for more of the same for him against the Mets in his next start. We join you tomorrow night for Game 1 with the Nationals. The Friday Night Showdown gets us started at 6:30 Eastern here on Bally Sports. For Paul Burdick, Brian Jordan, Chip Carey, thank you for joining us. Great game. 3-2 your final. St. Louis wins it.